FSL Season 10 may have crowned its Team League champions, but the battle is far from over. Now, the spotlight shifts to the individual championships, open to every player. This is where reputations are tested and legacies are forged.
I think I'm ready. Yeah.
Who will be Codas champion?
Competitors will be seeded into a structured bracket based on rankings, divided into groups that reflect their current standing. Staying true to tradition, the journey begins in Code B, rises through Code A, and ultimately culminates in the elite Code S tier. This is a gauntlet. Each group will fight for survival. One winner advancing upward, carrying momentum, confidence, and the weight of expectation into the next stage.
Even when I lost, I was like, damn, this was a fun game.
Fun, for the record, is what the F in FSL stands for, so that is a victory no matter what.
Step by step, round by round, the field narrows until only one remains. Along the way, the top performer in each division will earn the title of Code Champion, a mark of excellence within their tier. But above them all stands the ultimate prize, the FSL Individual Champion. History tells us that title is usually claimed by a Code S player, but history doesn't decide the future. This is Season 10, and anything can happen. Every player begins with the same opportunity. Prove yourself against your peers. Rise above your rank and challenge those who stand above you. Upsets are possible. Breakout runs are inevitable, and greatness is waiting. So get ready, because the gauntlet begins now. And only one will emerge as the ultimate FSL individual champion.
Hell, it's about time. Hell, it's about time.
We are taking it up a notch.
Yeah.
That's the thing that
Yep.
they got you. So
It's up. Each team has 1 point.
oh,
my God.
oh, 10 workers go down.
Mine on the natural. I like the idea. That is a very saturated mineral line. Oh, but it hits the overlord.
Overlord. Oh.
Alright, there we go.
Yes! I've been practicing with those for the last week.
He's got his medication on hand. Oh, but he gets surrounded.
Oh, and he question marks him.
Oh.
PM's his friend. I like it. It's always fun when you play your friend.
Does he have another blink? Very yes. Very nice. Bruce does have enough to really take on this army. He just needs to blink on top of it.
Oh wow, thank you for subscribing. Storm and FSL, thank you for your support.
Finish off those cyclones.
Looks like he's mostly defensive looking. Oh, there
Yep,
we go.
there we
There
go.
we go.
There's the
One.
snipe. Got in the way of this. Very nice. Storm kills it.
It's gonna be it. GG's. Oh,
Yeah, going straight for the workers. Huge economic damage. 24 workers going down. Oh no, that's a bad storm. That he walked through all the Protoss units got stormed there. Very few of
They're going to be taking on the 2-time world champion Sarah. He has come in with guns ablaze. That is currently 30 units. We have the GG.
Pull it up!
Minnesota Barcraft, FSL team, manages to get a GG.
A very good try overall.
These didn't work. You know? Oh, you're not.
To a 2-0 victory over GG Izzy. GG's call.
7-10, multiply there. We have the GG. Alright, great. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the FSL, the Fun Star League. We have wrapped up a really exciting Team League season, but with that business behind us, we are going to be pitting some of our best players against each other. This tournament's been going for a little while now, and we are down to just 4 or 5 players left, depending on availability. And we are going to be having our top-level Code S players take each other on to figure out who the singles champion is this season. It is a very exciting time, and we are ready to go. Some great new tools we've been using here, so we are going to start out with some map vetoes. Going to be both DarkMenace and Sopuli. I'm going to bring them in right now. Welcome, DarkMenace. Welcome, Sopuli.
Hello, hello.
Hey, how are the two of you today?
Bit nervous, but excited
okay.
nonetheless.
Yep. Well, both of you have shown your mettle on the battlefield before. So we are going to be starting out just with the general map vetoes and picks. Let's go ahead and bring that up right now.
Alright, while they're doing that, we can move into another channel and talk trash about them. What do you think?
Alright, just need to start it up. Waiting on admin.
Okay, we're gonna start this off. We'll move into a different channel so we can talk about them. Like what we
Yeah,
think.
certainly. Okay, so
Alrighty.
we'll get everyone ready to go, and then move forward. So, both of them in different channels. Alright, let's see what we got. Removes a map. Like that's Tato Citadel.
So this is the champion, defending champion, who dropped to the 5th seed because of his performance and rankings before the playoffs started. So
Yeah, he hasn't been... Yeah, he was actually on my team. He hasn't actually been involved in as many matches in the Team League this season, but he is not to be underestimated. Definitely one of those Zerg who just... He doesn't play a lot of gimmicks, he builds up, he creeps everywhere, he attacks everywhere, and he just overpowers his opponent. Sopuli is slightly newer than him, but definitely no one to be taken lightly.
Yeah, he's risen up through the ranks, being a newer
Yes, indeed.
FSL player, but he's been competing. I've seen results from him in different leagues and tournaments, so he's been improving a lot.
It's been great seeing some of the overlap we've been seeing with StarCraft Underground, the Craig the Shoeshiner, Ladder Legends. Yep, a lot of these people are just competing everywhere they can. So 4 maps still in the pool.
Yeah, they just gotta get rid of one, and then they do the map order after this.
And then the best of 3, huh?
Yeah, that's the 3. So it's best of 3 until the end, where the challenger,
Alright.
which is the challenger to the champ, picks either best of 5 or 7.
Alright, well, we'll see how we're doing there. Game 1, 10,000 feet. Then into Old Republic, and then Tourmaline. So, yeah, nothing too unusual here.
Yeah.
I think they both, as I expected, just want to play their strongest.
Yeah, let's show the spider chart too of what these guys have been perceived to be.
Sure. Yep, we have been allowing votes here.
Yeah, and let's sort out real quick. And what do you think about their ratings here?
They're looking impressive. Definitely stretching to the outside by quite a bit. DarkMenace not getting a lot of creativity. That's not always a bad thing. Sometimes you stick with what you're strongest at. Sopuli is definitely making a good impression. That's a lot of 8s and 9s right there. Clutch being his highest there, so they have definitely seen him take engagements that have turned the whole match around. Macro not too shabby either.
Okay, so I guess we can bring him in for a quick. Did we interview them already? I think we did, didn't we? So we're ready.
No,
to
we just kind of asked them how they're doing this morning.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is a thing. So this is the big one.
All right. Absolutely. So DarkMenace, you are our very highly decorated defending champion. You think you can hold it on today?
Well, I'm hoping so.
Yeah. Fair enough. How many times have the two of you taken each other on very much in the team leagues?
Never.
No, yeah.
Nope.
Oh, first time.
It's the first time.
Right. You know much of what to expect from each other?
A bit,
We'll see,
a bit,
we'll see.
but never can be too sure when it's a ZVZ.
Yes, indeed. And DarkMenace, you probably have to choose your race there. Just to make sure. Alright. And then, just out of curiosity, what are your thoughts should you be the one to move on? Have you been keeping your eye on who's up next?
Who? Which one?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, we
Usually
can
I
show the
have
bracket
someone else.
real quick, just so they
Yeah.
see.
I have
I
been
could-
following a bit, like, who's the more what's the path looking like, a bit.
Mhm.
I have a few things prepared if I get to move on, but nothing to. I have not
Right, so
that much
either-
looked into TVZ.
Yeah, well, looks like winner takes on AntoineQ. We've already got a replay between him and HarOuz. It's also, there's a possible forfeit depending on availability here, so we'll just keep that in mind.
I think it was already ruled, but we won't spoil that.
Okay.
Let's do this game.
Okay, we will get into it, send you to separate lobbies, and I'm definitely looking forward to this. Good luck and have fun.
Good luck.
Alright, no further ado here. Let us get into it on 10,000 feet. This is going to be Zerg versus Zerg, so a matchup where those initial choices can mean everything.
You are watching FSL.
I mean, we're
Alright,
talking
man,
about
I'm
clutch.
excited to
Yep.
this. Let's go.
Oh, absolutely. And we're talking about clutch. There is so much that can turn around just based on the Baneling hits, all kinds of things. In the upper left, we have our blue Zerg. He is
Sopuli. Evolution complete.
and his opponent. In the lower right, we have the Zerg in the pink. He is
DarkMenace.
Alright, hitting on those extractor tricks. And look at Sopuli already creating a spawning pool. So that's going to dictate the pace of this game. He wants to get his Zerglings out nice and early, have a queen to follow right there. DarkMenace, no stranger to having to deal with early aggression. DarkMenace has taken the expansion, so that's what likely the focus of attack is going to be. Sopuli so far still has not taken a hatchery in the natural or a gas, so this is all going to be minerals, this is all going to be Zerglings. 6 of them in production right now. And as is wont to go with Zerg, it's going to be a little while before that Overlord reaches and sees what he's up against. His spawning pool is in a nice little position where he can wedge the queen in between should he need to. So far, neither of them have a queen in production, though. Of course, DarkMenace can't, because he doesn't have the spawning pool yet. And this is as all-in as you can get. Well, couple drones left behind, but we have a lot of them heading over. All minerals. Zerg's heading over to DarkMenace's base. He is going to be attacking with those drones, and likely putting down up to 3 spine crawlers. They should be arriving just as that hatchery completes. Is DarkMenace going to cancel? He is not. And there we go. Creating the spine crawlers right now. The spawning pool for DarkMenace is complete. He is moving out. Does manage to momentarily get one of the Zerglings trapped. And he is staying close to his spawning pool and his spine crawler. Spine crawlers for Sopuli, about halfway done. Zerglings are spawning for DarkMenace, and he is going in for the surround. This is heavy duty Zerg drone versus Zerg drone. Goes to the surround. Spine crawler is about to complete, so he is going to have to back away momentarily. No queen on the way. One of the spine crawlers does go down, however. DarkMenace with supply advantage right now. He is moving his spine crawler up and rooting it. Spine crawlers for Sopuli are almost dead, but we are at very low supply on both sides. DarkMenace at double the supply right now, and a spine crawler. I think he's already got this done. Sopuli right now with 3 workers and just 4 supply of Zerglings. And he is going to find himself running out of options very quickly now. However, DarkMenace with only 5 supply of Zerglings, putting his spine crawler back down again in his mineral line. And we have a long chase back to Sopuli's base right now. DarkMenace with double the number of Zerglings. And I think basically Sopuli is going to have less and less options. One Zergling just scouting ahead, seeing if he can find anything, and does successfully draw a couple of Zerglings out. Sopuli is making a spine crawler, but there is very little progress on it just yet. Here we go. Zerglings getting on top of the other Zerglings, and DarkMenace slowly but surely eliminating everything Sopuli has, and we have the GG. DarkMenace has taken game 1, successfully defending against a Ling spine crawler drone rush.
Yeah, that was a 12 pool spine all in. And
you can't get much wrong,
man. And he was able to hold it on. Just waiting at the right moment to pull the workers, right?
Absolutely. He was able to very quickly just nullify those spine crawlers and just get an excellent surround on everything that Sopuli was throwing at him. And next up, we are going on to Old Republic.
That's pretty hard to do, by the way. If you've ever gotten spine rushed like that, it's really hard to defend. If you see it
there are a lot of
so late.
Exactly, and there are a lot of big decisions you have to make in rapid succession. Control was just excellent.
You are watching.
And we're going to see if this match will be a little bit more normal, or if Sopuli has got another cheese that he's going to be relying on. GLHF all around. In the lower left, we have our blue Zerg. He is
Sopuli. Evolution complete.
And his opponent in the upper right, the reigning FSL Codes champion. He is
DarkMenace.
Alright, Extractor tricks out of the way, and now it's down to business. DarkMenace has an Overlord production. Sopuli does not right now. He is just going straight in to an expansion, so a little bit early on the hatchery this time around, but DarkMenace not long after. Sopuli is going to be supply blocked for a little bit. So I'm curious about his build right here. It's not incredibly unusual, but just not quite the series of steps that I usually expect. Alright, there we go. Spawning pool is down for Sopuli, with DarkMenace's not long after, so despite some appearances that were different, things are normalizing pretty quickly. However, DarkMenace just a little bit in the lead when it comes to the worker supply. DarkMenace also just completed an extractor, whereas it's only just started for Sopuli. DarkMenace will get Zerglin speed a lot earlier, should that be the route he takes. And as we've discussed on commentary a lot, you pretty much go Zerglin speed no matter what, even if that's not going to be your focus early on. And again, when you're Overlord scouting, there's just such a drawn-out portion of the early game where you have to just kind of wait to see what your opponent has. DarkMenace and Sopuli are both getting to each other's regions, though. Those Overlords will see that they both have expanded at a relatively normal time. DarkMenace currently supply blocked. Overlord is only just starting. Some of this is by design, some of this is just a little bit of nerves. They know that the world is watching right now. And Sopuli still has not started his Zerglin speed yet. DarkMenace taking the third at the 2.5 minute mark. And very different than last match. Neither of them sending Zerglins over just yet. DarkMenace, okay, he's got a couple Zerglins. They're about halfway across the map. Those aren't going to be expected to do a lot of damage. They're just seeing what he's going to be up against. And DarkMenace has started a Baneling Nest, whereas Sopuli has elected to go with the Evolution Chamber to partially wall off. And again, DarkMenace showing some caution, making sure that he's got his queen just in between the Baneling Nest and the hatchery to minimize how much damage Zerglings can get on it. And lair for Sopuli. Not an unusual time, but there is the fact that he has not taken a third yet. That is the unusual part. And he is going to be going with Roach Tech. DarkMenace just making sure that if his opponent does try to take a third, that there's a Zerglin to slow things down just a little bit. +1 ranged attack for Sopuli. I think we are likely to see, well, I don't know, might be Muta, but I'm leaning more towards a very heavy 2-base Roach push, at least to begin with.
Losing the Overlord is a big mistake.
Yeah, I was only just catching that. Both of them have been supply blocked more than you'd expect in this match. Like, DarkMenace actually just supply blocked again. No Overlords coming for DarkMenace, but Sopuli, 3 of them in production at once, as he's just about to lose another. So
yeah, this is disaster.
Yeah, this
for early game is disaster. I'll tell you.
Exactly, especially if he wants to go really aggressive early game. Roach Warren is about a quarter of the way done for DarkMenace. And with Sopuli being 1 base behind and not looking like that's going to change, he's going to have to make this first attack count. Handful of Lings just kind of being gathered up over at the potential third for Sopuli. DarkMenace does know that there's no expansion on the lower ground there, and here are the Roaches. Very much a numbers game. You need quite a few Zerglins to outfight Roaches up close. And it looks like Sopuli is finally going to take his third. He's going to have some catching on to do as far as economy and production goes. And there we go. +1 attack and Roach speed just about complete with 9 more Roaches on the way. I think Sopuli wants to make the most of this. DarkMenace does have a decent number of Roaches on his side, and as soon as the Roaches leave town, the Zerglings come in and start chewing on that expansion, also slowing down some of the extra roaches from getting to the other side of the map. Here we go. Roaches up on high ground, but a big concave advantage and the queens for DarkMenace. Zerglings sort of get close to the roaches and then decide to just make themselves scarce. And more upgrades going on both sides. Roach speed only just starting for DarkMenace as he gets rid of the unbuildable rock plates there. Right now, DarkMenace with supply advantage that he is in a position to just keep building on. That extra hatchery, great for mining, but also great for larvae. And we will see what the next step is going to be. Sopuli basically just focusing on his roach upgrades. +2 attack, +1 armor are being researched, but only about a quarter of the way done. And DarkMenace, as we've seen from him so many times, just making sure that his Zerglings are there, just to cause trouble. Oh, and a couple of them actually get into the main base for a lovely scout. So DarkMenace has all the information that he could want right now. Even though Zergling's not very good against roaches, he is making sure to squeeze every bit of value he can from them, limiting his opponent's ability to expand, gaining visibility, and then on his map, spreading the creep, and just gradually getting rid of barriers. And that is an Overseer that, is it going to die? Is it going to escape? It is very low on health. I think it might just... Alright, the Overlord does get out of there. Oh, no it doesn't. Here comes Queen number 2. And again. Thankfully, Sopuli has a full 200 as far as his potential supply goes, supply cap. Continuing to just invest more and more in Roach Ravager. DarkMenace with a 16 supply advantage as far as army goes. DarkMenace taking his third. Now, honestly, not a lot of fighting here. Sopuli went on the offensive previously, realized that he was in a bad position, backed away. He is going to try again. This is a lot of roaches and ravagers coming in right at DarkMenace's front door. And there we go, throwing the biles down on an Overlord. But DarkMenace coming in from multiple different sides, getting a full surround on the roaches and ravagers. So much more attacking going on at the same time. Sopuli is starting to lose supply. Army supplies close, but with defender's advantage, DarkMenace has his supply where he needs it, and just mercilessly staying on top of his opponent's roaches. Burrow just about to complete for DarkMenace. And that's going to give him a nice opportunity to heal and remove units. Is the audio desynced for anyone else? Someone else from chat could answer that.
I think
so. Okay.
So we're gonna have to restart.
Alright. So we'll take care of that soon. Thank you for bringing that to our attention, Cranky Toaster. Back to it. We're having more roach battles right now. With DarkMenace's supply... Yeah, he's actually briefly had less army supply. The big deal, not just the supply itself, but where the supply is, and Sopuli's reinforcements are actually bringing the advantage to him. DarkMenace still has a greater supply overall, however, and quickly able to create more roaches. He's got more hatcheries, so there you go. With more larvae, he can just keep creating. And DarkMenace not one to forget his injects. Alright, Sopuli's going to go ahead and take his fourth now. So far, the Roach versus Roach attack has been the order of the day. Neither of them transitioning out of it just yet, but the upgrades just keep coming. And that's where Sopuli has a nice little advantage. He's at +2 attack and +1 armor. Whereas DarkMenace still has a little bit of catching up to do in that department. Monkey Shaman says his is in sync, so we shall see. Both of them, plenty of creep connecting their bases, but not expanding it past the bases to where the enemy Zerg can benefit from it too. I'm very curious when one of them is going to shift from Roach Tech to something else, and if so, what that will be. Whether we're going to be seeing some lurkers added, whether there's going to be any air units. DarkMenace so close to maxed out right now. I think he finds himself in a pretty comfortable position, but despite Sopuli's initial pushes not doing a whole lot of damage, he has been able to keep up very effectively. DarkMenace actually getting a bit of a mineral bank going for himself right now. 1,000 minerals ready to go as soon as he needs it. Here we go, DarkMenace heading towards Sopuli's fourth. Sopuli really needs to keep that if he wants to keep up with this game, but this was just as his roaches were moving on the offensive. Is he going to keep going, or is he going to turn around and try to take on that force? Sopuli heading over to the low ground there. And I gotta say, if he can eliminate that Roach Warren, that could give him quite the advantage as far as what kind of reinforcements he has to deal with. Nothing but Ling Bane tech available for DarkMenace now. However, he had a lot of roaches to begin with, and those roaches are surrounding the enemy army. A lot of worker kills have been done for both sides, actually, because meanwhile DarkMenace is just a small group of roaches at Sopuli's third. So if he cleans this up, Sopuli will be very limited to what he can do next. DarkMenace's Roach Warren is rebuilding, halfway done. And honestly, the trade's pretty even right now. Alright, Sopuli finally being forced to end the aggression, backing away, those Lings catching up and making sure that Sopuli's roaches are unable to go anywhere. DarkMenace moving in to finish them off. Sopuli at 3 bases right now, one of which is not being mined from, and the main is almost empty. So it may be do or die at this point, or DarkMenace is just going to keep outdoing him in economy. Big worker lead for DarkMenace right now. And those Zerglings just able to limit the movement of those roaches, keep them from being able to effectively back away as DarkMenace's roaches stay on top of them. DarkMenace right now researching +3/+3 for his roaches, will also add in Zergling attack speed. Just gradually being able to nullify these attacks and just maintain a slight lead, which now he is built on incredibly. His economy is so much healthier than Sopuli's right now. DarkMenace just basically spreading around, seeing what he might be up against. At the moment, he's in a very comfortable position, adding a lot more Zerglings to his army, and making sure he can get them in his enemy base and see if there's any surprises coming his way. There are not. This has been a strictly Roach Tech game. But DarkMenace being able to very effectively add some nice sling into the mix. Sopuli does save that extractor, so he does have that going for him. 156 supply to 92. And DarkMenace is just in position to grow so much faster. He's got the better economy, he's got more hatcheries. Ooh, lovely little Bane Bomb there. Not bad at all. I mean, he only killed 5 workers, but if you are already this far ahead in economy, that can be a linchpin. Here we go. DarkMenace knowing he's in control, making sure that he has an army right at his opponent's front door, both to intercept and to do damage. And Sopuli cannot afford to lose this third, but he might have no choice but to back away. 108 army supply to the 50s. And this could be it. 3 times the supply for DarkMenace, getting right in there to his opponent's natural, getting through the wall, taking down the Roach Warren, and we have another I think that's meant to be a single tier. GG.
Wow, before you bring them in, I just want to say something. That's probably the most high-level ZVZ game I've seen in FSL history. Because Sopuli stepped up. He was actually ahead in second game with upgrades, even drones at some point. But it was that surround that DarkMenace did for that first attack that got him the lead. But he still almost lost after Sopuli went up there, killed his Roach Warren with that monster army, and DarkMenace had to survive until 66 Lings could make it to help him defend. And if he didn't, he would have lost that game. That was such an awesome game.
There were definitely times where DarkMenace was on the ropes. In the end, just the fact that Sopuli was denied that third base for so long,
Yeah, let's bring him in.
it just
man.
gradually caught up to him.
That was insane game. I want to hear their thoughts. That was nuts.
All right, let's bring you in. First game decided very early. Second game, that was some of the most brutal Roach Wars I have ever seen. As we were saying, definitely one of the closest ZVZs we've seen in FSL. Sopuli, when you took out that Roach Warren, you were in an incredible position. DarkMenace just being able to hang on there.
Yeah, it was a close call there, but just getting surrounded there was the big thing. I should have just went back home or something to just try to mitigate or do some actual economic damage, because now that I look at it, I didn't really do that much afterwards. He still had the economy lead.
Yeah, it could definitely be tricky. And first match, DarkMenace, have you had to deal with that dedicated of an early game all-in before?
Yeah, it actually happens a lot on ladder.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was curious about that.
Yeah, the plan was just try to shock in any way necessary, and I thought that would be the best way to, and then just to play kind of standard afterwards. So I'm kind of tried to get into his head.
Yeah, I gotta say, Sopuli, you played at a higher level each time we watched you, right? You moved up. I mean, that last game, the second game, was so good, so close, actually, right? How have you been improving this much? Like, you are so good now.
Well, it's been a variety of things. My friend Mirzo has been coaching me, my friend Temper. Then I'm in the Lambo's Patreon right now, and he has some amazing stuff on the Discord as well. It's so like cool to be able to like talk to a pro player so casually. So
I love how accessible the community has been.
But I would say the biggest thing from all of this is just an somewhat obsession. I don't know, like to just I follow all the pro games usually. Well, not PvT that much, more like every time there's a Zerg involved.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just been like I enjoy watching the game. I think about the game sometimes, and I just like to play the game.
Yeah.
You had any weird dreams about the game?
Yeah, sometimes I remember one thing maybe about being in a tournament and somebody doing something that isn't even possible or something like that.
Exactly. I've had a lot of dreams where someone was attacking me with tier 3 armies right at the beginning, and I'm trying to figure out what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah,
hey,
one more question
GG's
for you guys.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Nope. One more question for you guys. You guys are actually both Serral fans, right? You try to play, reactive. Tell us about that, and then, incorporating cheeses.
Well, as Serral has been saying as well, like if you're known for being a macro player, people expect that. So if you throw in a few cheeses and stuff like that, you can get them to kind of start playing more cautiously, that they can't greed that much in the early game and stuff like that. So if you show like I can do this as well, it helps a bit. But usually,
reputation.
But usually I'm just been trying to play kind of standard and macro oriented, and like usually the first stuff happens for me like in the mid game. Like mid.
DarkMenace, what do you think?
Well, I guess I am that like defensive Cyril type usually. I don't really incorporate cheese as much, so I can't really comment on that.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. You know, you're one of the least cheesy.
Yeah, definitely.
Just it's a lot of if you don't use any cheeses, it usually just and if you play so standard, it has to be like diamond, the whole macro stuff. That's why I usually like to mix it up a bit and make the opponent a bit scared.
Yeah, it was good. You know, how do you feel about your performance, Sopuli, given you've gotten this high and you faced the defending champ and you really took it? Really good game. I know the result is 0-2, but you know the second game could have gone either way. And of course, when you decide to 12 pool spine, right? That's just the way it is sometimes. So
yeah.
How do you feel about your performance?
Pretty good. A bit of adjusting to the lag as well, but I think I did pretty solid.
Yeah.
Maybe with a few different builds, like switching out the 12 pull to something a bit more safer could have helped. But I would say this was a pretty good attempt at least.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well played.
And next season isn't far off.
Yeah. All right. Well, amazing games, guys.
Yeah. Thank you. And GG's. Well played.
GG's.
All right. Okay.
We're gonna see if the bracket is updated after that.
Sure.
So let's just let's go.
I know we've got a replay.
And then we can play a replay too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if that's the thing. Let me just double check if that's updated. We are trying to do all at once here during this tournament. We are missing a caster, so I'm doing double duty.
Yeah, JMPZ is actually on his way. He says he should be
Alright.
around within about 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll update this bracket. It looks like it's not updated just yet. In the meantime, why don't we talk about the rest of the matchups and see what you can say about the other bracket, the other match. Your thoughts on that? You know, you caught up on the Wikipedia. You know, the ruling on forfeits, right? We're trying to have a broadcast.
Exactly,
with the right
and
things in there.
Yeah, AntoineQ versus HarOuz. So, AntoineQ, you know, I'm still getting to know him. He has surprised me big time here and there. HarOuz I've known a lot longer, just very, very solid with his Protoss, and with being able to do multiple things at once. I'm not sure who I'd favor there, because, well, like I said, still getting to know AntoineQ, but HarOuz has pulled off some really amazing stuff in the past. This is going to be PVZ here.
PVZ? Yeah.
Yep.
What is the rule? I think we have a ruling. Why don't you tell us the ruling on this while I get something else set up?
Well, I mean, first of all, we have to see who wins. But
you know, in both scenarios,
if the winner is not able to make it, then we're just to be moving on to the next match as a bye. So. Yeah, Nachos was throwing up some similar stuff in RSL. I'm looking forward to GSL returning at standard format too, even if it's mostly going to be, you know, online. But it's good to see that what is it, Soap is getting back into the game for StarCraft II a little bit more.
which is the GSL.
Yep.
Guys,
Yeah,
right?
they were formerly Afrika TV. They rebranded just a little bit, and yeah, they never took the foot off the gas as far as Brood War goes, as far as the ASL. They briefly changed the name of it, then turned it right back. But yeah, there have been some great tournaments going on at the professional level, but I'm especially impressed by how many other sort of amateur leagues there have been going on, and just what a wide variety of skill levels they've been holding on to. So I'm really thrilled to be a part of that.
Okay. Well, what we have now is the next match, which you're setting up now.
Yep. Oop, here.
But yeah, DarkMenace will move on and face the winner of this.
Right, there you are. So yep, once again, French player AntoineQ versus Algerian player HarOuz. It's a very different style of game here, no mirror match going, and it's interesting because I almost talk about some of the changes from the October patch as if it was just, a few weeks ago, but wait, what? Okay. Here, let me recreate this one.
Yeah, we're just loading it up, guys. But today is the FSL Code S Finals. Today we will find out who is the next champ.
Here, go ahead and leave the lobby for a moment. Replay.
We good?
Yeah, go ahead and queue in.
Yeah, man. Waiting for you.
Here, I'm just gonna cancel, switch this around.
Try that again. Something.
Yep.
Something happening here. Alright, do it again. Yeah, it looks like there is a delay for some reason on SC2.
Okay. Private lobby. Here, don't put it on the screen yet. Just seems like there's something wrong with the replay. Okay. Yeah, the map preview was messed up, so that confused me a lot.
Some little bit of issues here, but we're gonna cast this
Tech?
played earlier.
Tech issues with StarCraft II, who would have thought? Alright. In the lower left, we have our blue Zerg. He is
AntoineQ.
And his opponent, the Protoss. In the red, we call him
HarOuz.
Right, we are going to get right to it. HarOuz doing the typical low ground pylon. AntoineQ, extractor trick. And just going on to take his hatchery.
Yeah, AntoineQ has the best builds that I've seen for Zerg in our FSL group. So I wouldn't be surprised if he has something super unusual. He's taken HarOuz's games with HarOuz by doing some oddball things, right? Link flood with no speed, proxy hatches, all kinds of random things. So
I remember that one now. That was definitely a bit of a surprise. HarOuz is getting his scout over there, going to check the probe. Gateway about 3/4 of the way done. And he is just confirming that hatchery is about the health that he expects it to be. Spawning pool and extractor are coming along. And HarOuz is going ahead, doing Nexus before Cybercore. Feels perfectly safe here.
Yeah, you know, he did, there's one game where he got proxy hatched. And he didn't close the choke, and so I'm really surprised he didn't go cyber first, given the opponent is super aggressive, right?
Well, I think one of the big things is he made sure that his probe was looking at what was there before he decided on which building to make first. So I don't think he had discounted the possibility of cheese.
Yeah.
So it never ceases to amaze me how much that experienced players can tell with a very quick peek into their opponent's base right at the beginning.
Yeah, I guess my point is if you're playing a super aggressive, super cheesy guy, you might as well be a little extra safe by making that cyber first, rather than the Nexus, right? Because you getting a couple more probes is not as important as you surviving the onslaught. But in this case, Antoine is actually not doing anything super crazy yet.
Let's take the third, and it is going to be Stargate tech from HarOuz. And yeah, so far still hasn't closed that wall. I think he's just about to. Oh, nope. No, he is feeling shockingly safe.
Yeah, he is doing the exact opposite of what we expected him to do against a super aggressive, super cheesy player, which is the greed. If he plants his Nexus...
Right, and in this case, he will have an Oracle there to help defend.
Technically, though, this is not greedy, guys. I mean, this is standard because the Protosses know they can defend. I mean, he does have 2 Adepts to see what's going on. I'm just saying, I'm like, wow, he is so confident about his play, though. So that's a good sign.
Very much
for
so.
him.
And the Shades choosing to just... Oh, they went down, but he had them heading towards the opponent's main.
He only killed 1 worker. That was not worth it.
Yeah. But here we go. Third Nexus is down. Oracle at the ready. Second on the way.
I'm gonna bring JMPZ in. Maybe he can help cast from the the video or the cast, the stream. Just some comments
all right.
there.
Both Oracles heading over to the other side of the map.
Alright, welcome JMPZ.
Thank you.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, you'll just have to watch the stream while we're talking, so there will be a slight delay for you. Here we go, going straight for the Queen. There is not enough for the other Queen to transfuse, and he is just doubling down. One of the Oracles pretty damaged, but now there is nothing to protect those drones. Kill after kill there, and plenty of energy left to spare. Spore Crawler is almost complete, but that drone will never see it.
Yeah, this is going to be great damage. I am going to be delayed, so I'm basically not going to do... I'll do, after analysis, so from what I'm seeing, this is very what you want to see from the Oracles.
Yeah, you can be one of those reverse fortune tellers. You can predict what happened a few seconds ago.
I got the God Eye.
Yeah, there you go. Alright. Just a few Zergs heading over just to see what they're up against.
Yeah, it looks like +1 attack on the way for AntoineQ, so his links are going to be a little bit stronger. He's got the Baneling Nest down. Yep. So, HarOuz doing a really good job of trying to keep these links out, but he barely kept them out. AntoineQ, if he was paying attention, he might have been able to get a scout.
Alright. Well, the Oracle's definitely got some good worker kills that the Adepts did not.
Thank you for
just
following
Overlord
this
scouting right here.
Psystorm
Charge is on the way.
Robotics
Robotics support bay. No, not robotics support bay. Just
It's all good.
Robotics
it's
facility.
Early.
I was right the first time.
This is probably... I didn't see the beginning of this game, but I don't think I've ever seen AntoineQ go... this looks very standard for a Zerg. Straight into a macro game.
Oh... Lovely little stasis there. However, one of the Oracles is very, very banged up. But yeah, we were mentioning that AntoineQ, we know him as being especially aggressive, but not only was he pretty much focusing strictly on macro, but HarOuz didn't really take a lot of precautions either.
Yeah, I like the position HarOuz is in this game. He's getting his extra gateways, his Zealot speed's almost done. Yeah, Baneling speed's on the way, and +1 range attack, I think, before Carapace, so... and he's already got Storm on the way, so this is definitely going into one of those mid-game standard PVZs.
Let's look at that 5th base. And yeah, we got the Hydras on the way.
Double expanding for AntoineQ as well, so he's trying to take 2 hatcheries at once. I like that he's taking down these rocks, so he's not going to get stuck on one side while the army goes to the other. And yeah, I don't think they got enough energy for this.
In this map, it can really stink if your opponent's attacking from the other side of the rocks. Alright, got the cancel. Just HarOuz being able to throw all kinds of wrenches into the spanner for AntoineQ.
Yeah, these 2 oracles have definitely been worth it for HarOuz for sure, and the fact that
trickle going out there.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't seem much getting a cancel and remake, but that's 100 minerals, and at this level of play, like, yeah, it's all about, like, those little shortcuts, and I see 15 drones on the production tab right now for AntoineQ, so he's going to have that's what, 79 drones, so yeah, they're both plenty of workers.
That also makes this a very convenient time to hit for HarOuz. Those are larvae that were not being turned into attack units. Oh, and
he
here
does
come
have
the
a lot of
Banelings.
Banes, yeah. He could maybe get a cancel on this base, but yeah, if these Banelings get good connections...
Storm's going down, and another cancel. AntoineQ is actually having supply, including worker count, so... oops. Hey, nice cleanup there.
Yeah, definitely cleaned up a good amount of Zealots, but yeah, this is... I would say that's still pretty even at the moment.
Well, during the time that he's had all that trouble establishing that 5th base, there's been another one in the lower right, I guess the, 4, 5 o'clock position, almost. Yeah, that's nice and oversaturated too, meaning as soon as he does have a complete base there, he can transfer workers from it.
He is getting up to this scary Protoss army. He's making 2 Immortals at a time. He does have his +2 attack on the way. He's got an extra Forge. Not sure if that's going to be... I don't really know the Protoss side, if it's going to be for armor or shields, but yeah, it'll be for one of them.
I'm guessing attack. Yep, and there we go. And he is already chronoing it too.
Yeah, that's from his first Forge. I'm curious about what he pops off the second. Yeah.
You were very
But he's doing a really good job at keeping the pressure on AntoineQ's side of the map, though. Like, I don't think I've seen AntoineQ go to the other side. Oh, these storms.
Yep.
Oh, very good.
Stick around still. And yeah, meanwhile, Zealot run-bys on the other portion.
HarOuz
He
doing a
will
very good
not
job
stop
here.
attacking that one base.
Yeah, poor 5th base for sure, but that's kind of what the Protoss wants to do in this matchup.
That Archon just absorbed a bunch of Baneling hits. Not optimal.
Oh my god, yeah. And good storms again. Yeah, it's a cloudy day in this match for sure.
He's got a lot of Hydralisks, but almost all of them are already a little bit injured.
Oh, he does get the Immortals. That's pretty big. And these 2 Immortals.
Yep. Another storm. Immortals living up to their name. Just barely surviving each time.
Being able to pump 2 at a time, I really like this from HarOuz for sure. Having the 2 down, and I think AntoineQ sees this. He seems to be making a bunch more Lings instead of Hydras, because they definitely do it much better into Immortals.
Yep. And Storm, yeah, you can hit them as they're coming in. You don't want to put the Storms over your own units, though. And by the way, he is going for armor as far as the other upgrade.
Perfect. Yeah, it looks like it's about halfway done. Trying to make the stasis
Yeah, the hatchery and minerals working against him there.
These are huge storms, man. I'm not seeing them
again, that hatchery dying.
Yeah, he's keeping them on 4 bases. Hey,
and in the meantime, this is what I was talking about earlier, but during every fight, always having a group of Zealots doing damage to his opponent's economy.
Yeah, I'm looking at my screen, he's up 50 supply right now, and as a Zerg, you never want to be the guy down in supply.
Not at all.
And HarOuz has a much bigger bank. Not as big a gas bank. That's the one thing AntoineQ has going. But yeah, HarOuz is able to keep these Zealot run-bys going, and man, are they deadly.
And Tempest being added to the mix.
Oh, I really like this unit. With HarOuz's Micro, you can get a lot of work done with these Tempest.
Exactly, and they're also researching the extra damage towards structures.
Okay, yeah, he's going for shields instead of +2. Yeah, I do like the Lurker Den in this matchup. If you
spreading around, the
space.
shields benefit the Archons a bit more, but they also benefit the Tempests too, so why not?
Yeah, and he's at +2, +1 right now on the upgrades, but he's going to get his +3 attack long before AntoineQ, because he's just morphing in his Hive, so he's not going to have those Lurker up dens quite yet. Wow. And this Zealot Run By could actually just click on this hatchery.
Yep. Did you see how AntoineQ just right-clicked his drones on there to limit where the attack could be?
That's really smart.
You know, really smart. It only went so far, but
he's down to 3 bases. He's not able to get a 4th or 5th online.
Yeah,
this upgrade's getting cancelled. What a game for HarOuz.
Right, HarOuz just cutting off every route of attack with more storms.
Oh my god, storms are so good! Right on the middle of the army.
And here come the Tempests.
Yep.
Pounding away on the Hydras right now.
Yeah. And
any direction AntoineQ attacks from just ends up underneath another blanket of storms.
This is very good for HarOuz. He is in such good shape right now. Even if this army gets cleaned up, he just has
got the GG right there.
GG for HarOuz. What a game one. He definitely came back looking for revenge in this series.
Alright. Here, JMPZ, can we have you in the in-game?
Yeah, that will make it much better.
I'll include you in the next replay.
Sounds beautiful. I'm in-game. Oh, are you on EU?
No, this is a replay, so...
Okay.
So just a US server. But HarOuz just controlling that game constantly.
Oh, I'm Code A champ now, sorry. That makes it hard for you to find me.
You're that sneaky, huh? Alright.
I gotta brag about my accomplishments, no matter how small they are.
Alright, let's get you in.
So I might have missed this, but since these guys are playing from replay, are both of them available to keep playing in the tournament if they win today?
Only one.
We're gonna have to see. It doesn't look like it.
Only one is.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Which means either way,
yeah,
there's been a ruling. There's been a ruling before this, so we will tell that without spoiling the games here.
Sounds good.
All right. In the upper right, we have our blue Zerg. He is. All right, you want to take his opponent?
And in the lower left, we have the red Protoss, and he is...
And actually, yeah, just breaking news here. It looks like both of them will be available next.
Oh, I love it. I definitely think whoever wins this series deserves to keep moving on, especially with it being this late in the tournament. I think we had 5 players left, so yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to some high-level StarCraft today.
Currently down to 4. So yeah, DarkMenace has moved ahead, and aside from these two, we also still have Chatomic in the running.
Oh, Sopuli?
Sopuli was eliminated.
Ah, okay. I missed that.
After a very good show, yeah, you should definitely rewatch it. Crazy games.
I'm definitely going to look forward to that for sure. That was one of the matchups I did want to see.
Spawning pool going down at 17, nothing unusual there.
Yeah.
And HarOuz just making sure to keep an eye on things. And yeah, oops. And yeah, there's the high level stuff. You get surrounded, you've already got a mineral patch to right click and walk the probe over to.
Yep. Yeah, it's that high level. He's just being relentless.
And just being able to be a nuisance without missing a step in his build. That's what it really impresses me. Just grabbing at the minerals, poking at the drones, and just forcing a little bit of attention, a little bit of mining time away, just that tiny bit.
Looks like 4 Lings on the way. Still pretty standard in this game. We'll probably see the Adept come out. We'll see the second Gateway eventually come down to finish off that wall, but HarOuz, there's nothing to come.
We saw this last game. HarOuz just absolutely optimizing things, having that probe right there, so he knows, and he knows as soon as he's required to put down the rest of that wall.
Yeah, that's just high level. And AntoineQ coming out to take his third. He's got his drone over there. It's a little later third than I think I see most Zergs take, so it's just being safe.
There's the third.
I think he was just taking around 28, 30.
It really depends. There's some differences as far as when you can take the third. But maybe just a tiny bit later than he did previously. And just like this is very much a match the previous game. Oracle's on the way. Adepts being sent over to just scout things, see if they can do some damage. Zergling speed almost complete right now.
Yeah,
and here we go, 2 queens.
Timing. And yeah, he's not going to be able to get any workers with this.
AntoineQ did a pretty good job defending against this last time as well.
Yeah.
And this time, just shading away. Neither of them make it again, and they did not get a single kill as far as workers go anyway. HarOuz going ahead and getting his third up.
Yeah, that's very impressive micro and management there by AntoineQ to not take any damage without Zergling speed. It's hard enough with Zergling speed, so to do it without is just really impressive.
There's a lot of practice these two have. Only 1 Oracle this time for HarOuz. He has the Twilight Council nearing completion. And his opponent does see the Oracle fly over there.
Didn't get much damage in game 1, but yeah, this is going to allow these Lings to get in here, so it's going to be a lot harder for him to be able to defend this. But he does have another Adept on the way, and he should be able to force these Lings away with just these Adepts.
Yeah, I think there is going to be some permanent damage on that Nexus, but it does complete. And yeah, just more revelations being thrown down, just getting any value you can, even if you can't get any kills.
Were there any worker kills?
Glaives! Alright, that's something we don't see a lot in FSL.
Yeah, Glaives can be incredibly strong, especially if you don't have, like, the tools needed. Yeah, Banelings can be okay, but, like, Roaches usually do well, but then you get multi-harassed at multiple bases, and yeah,
if you can take out a lot of drones and a lot of Zerglings with it. Alright, 4 drones get stasis. They are going to be sitting there and taking it easy for a little while. It is their lunch break, and yeah, HarOuz says the sound still isn't synchronized properly.
Yeah, there's something that happened with OBS, so I don't want to kill the stream just to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
This is going to be a very deadly attack.
Yep. Lost
just looking at the units, it's 4 Zerglings, and I'm looking at the production tab. There's 18 on the way, but I don't care. 18 is not enough to deal with this many Adepts.
They can die so quickly to Glaive Adepts.
Yeah, he's dropping his Roachborn, but that's going to be really far off, and if he gets these split up, this is going to be very rough. The Queen's trying to do damage to these Oracles.
The Adepts... Some of the Adepts are wasting a lot of attacks against the Hatchery, but there they are, just trying to shade right behind the middle of the line.
A lot of damage to these drones. He's gonna
there we go, Cat the shade, and stays on top of the drones right there, takes out a Queen.
And he's got a full wall here, but I mean, again, these Lings, it's going to be very hard for them to find damage.
Right.
These Glaive Adepts are going to do a lot of damage. I think AntoineQ is a little
just
bit
being able to fire faster, it allows them to target fire things pretty efficiently.
Yeah,
there's the
and like even Queens die to him. Like, I mean, he's got 12 Roaches on the way, but even when they come out, it's going to be very hard for them to like keep up with these Oracles as they shade all around. And then these drones are getting pulled, and yeah, if he takes these Oracles in, this can be, or not Oracles, but Adepts in, this could be massive damage. But right now, it seems like he's just targeting down units as they pop.
As long as he targets things down one at a time.
And then here we go, here comes the Shades.
Right, and he's basically in 2 places at once, with his opponent having to repeatedly divide his forces to try to just kind of figure out where they're going to be ending up. A little bit. Okay, there we
Lost
go.
connection for a moment.
Yeah, so it lagged there for me for a moment too, but we're back. Alright, he is cleaning up, but at what cost here?
Yeah, I mean, he got a lot of damage done at the front, but I would have really liked to see him just take those oracles into the mineral lines because he had a timing where the roaches weren't out. And I think he could have gotten maybe like 15, 20 drone kills at that point. So right now, and looking at the supply, AntoineQ is way ahead.
Lot of roaches there. Yeah, the Adepts spent a lot of time focusing on, just fighting other army or trying to take down structures. He got a lot of drone kills, don't get me wrong, but he could have gotten a lot more, I think.
I think this is going to be very scary for HarOuz to hold on. Like, looking at the unit count, it's 23 roaches against 8 stalkers, 1 Archon,
Link's
and
still
1
a
High
little ways
Templar.
off. And these roaches could potentially just kill that cybernetics core almost instantly.
Yeah. Alright, let's see how well AntoineQ is able to get through here. And yeah, not having Blink is going to make these stalkers a lot less effective.
Yeah, they got a hold on.
But okay, here comes an Immortal.
Yep,
and a really good storm.
Yeah, that storm was able to stay on top of so many of those roaches.
And they are slow
just
roaches.
Like
so with this Blink finish it, he's going to be able to chase this down.
Yep, he's even moving ahead with
Really
the Archons and the Warp
micro.
Prism.
What is this micro? HarOuz is just playing so well.
And just like that, I
And
mean,
he's warping in halfway across too.
He had to hold on for a moment, but as soon as he had the advantage, it ended up with a big exclamation point
And he's
behind
going to kill
it.
all these queens, and man, this is going to be super hard to hold.
Right, supplies dead even right now.
Now the Archons, well, he loses 1, but man, this is going to be super hard to hold.
Archon and the Immortal a little bit stuck behind the army, but now things are opening up, and
that's the Roach Warren in the front. He could kill that.
Yes, he can, and he will.
An old juicy storm. And when you're pulling drones to fight units, it's never a good time for the Zerg. And that was it.
Yep.
GG.
We have the G. HarOuz will be moving ahead, and HarOuz is going to be available, so I'm glad to hear that. Alright, let's take a look. Which match do we have up next?
That was really impressive.
So we'll update the bracket, but you can kind of guess from here.
Alright.
Who the players
So it
are.
should be DarkMenace against HarOuz?
Yes.
Yeah, looks like it.
So we're down to 3. So we got our podium finishers for the individual championships ready to go.
Yeah, so we'll take a quick break. We'll see if we can fix the sound issues. They're still setting up, and we have to create the veto process for them. So let them get on camera.
Indeed.
We'll be right back.
So don't go anywhere.
FSL Season 10 may have crowned its Team League champions, but the battle is far from over. Now the spotlight shifts to the individual championships, open to every player. This is where reputations are tested and legacies are forged.
I think I'm ready. Yeah.
Who will be Code's champion?
Competitors will be seeded into a structured bracket based on rankings, divided into groups that reflect their current standing. Staying true to tradition, the journey begins in Code B, rises through Code A, and ultimately culminates
2-minute break means I
in
get
the
to stuff my
elite
face
code
real quick.
S tier.
Oh yeah.
This is a gauntlet. Each group will fight for survival. One winner advancing upward, carrying momentum, confidence, and the weight of expectation into the next stage.
Even when I lost, I was like, damn, this was a fun game.
Fun, for the record, is what the F in FSL stands for, so that is a victory no matter what.
Step by step, round by round, the field narrows until only one remains. Along the way, the top performer in each division will earn the title of Code Champion, a mark of excellence within their tier. But above them all stands the ultimate prize, the FSL Individual Champion. History tells us that title is usually claimed by a Code S player, but history doesn't decide the future. This is Season 10, and anything can happen. Every player begins with the same opportunity. Prove yourself against your peers. Rise above your rank and challenge those who stand above you. Upsets are possible. Breakout runs are inevitable, and greatness is waiting. So get ready, because the gauntlet begins now. And only one will emerge as the ultimate FSL Individual Champion. Hail.
Hail. It's about time.
We are taking it up a notch.
Yeah.
That's the thing that they got you. So
It's up. Each team has 1 point. Oh, must fly.
10 workers go down.
Mine on the dash. I like the idea. That is a very saturated mineral line. Oh, but it hits the overlord. Oh.
Alright, there we go.
Yes! I've been practicing with those for the last week.
He's got his medication on hand. Oh, but he gets surrounded.
Any question marks though?
Oh.
DM's his friend. I like it. It's always fun when you play your friend.
Does he have another blink? Very nice. Bruce does have enough to really take on this army. He just needs to blink on top of it. Finish off the cyclones.
Looks like he's mostly defensive looking. Oh, there we go. There we go.
There's one. Very nice storm. Kills it.
It's gonna be it. GG. Oh,
Going straight for the workers. Huge economic damage. 24 workers going down. Oh no, that's a bad storm. That he walked through all the Protoss units got stormed there. Very few this
They're going to be taking on the 2-time world champion Sarah. He has come in with guns ablaze. That is currently 30 units. We have the GG.
Pull it up!
Minnesota Barcraft, FSL team, manages to get a GG. A very good try overall. These didn't work. You know? Oh, you're not.
To a 2-0 victory over GG Izzy. GG's call.
7-10, no supply there. We have the GG. Alright, great. Hey everyone, I think we are back. Alright, well we've got an old rivalry going on here. HarOuz and DarkMenace have faced each other in some pretty big matches in the past. So
isn't this a repeat of last year's finals, I believe? Last individual championship?
Yeah.
Alright.
It is a rematch.
Beautiful.
Alright, so as we were saying, the two of you have faced each other in some pretty big championship matches. DarkMenace still our reigning champion. Let's get everyone on screen here.
He definitely seemed like the reigning champion last series. I saw him play against Nucleo, and if he beats Sopuli, I imagine he's in good form today. So hopefully we get some, well, I know we will get some good StarCraft from these two, seeing that they both seem to be in really good form at the moment.
And both at similar camera angles, too. I love it. We have some very distinct chins going on here.
Battle of the chins.
Okay, did they get their veto things yet?
I sent them the links.
Okay.
They are in the Discord chat right now.
Alright, we're going to start the veto process. We can see that on stream.
Okay.
And then
I'll move the two of you in separate rooms momentarily.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. I don't know. I think with both of these, I'm expecting them to want to go with the more standard maps. Both of these have very solid, not especially gimmicky play, although I say that after a match where we just watched HarOuz go for a really heavily invested Glaive Adept attack. So you never know.
Yeah, it was a really good timing, and that's the Protoss's bread and butter, right? Good timing, stuff like that. You definitely wanna hit on those. So the thing I find interesting is there's 3 people left, and we got one of each race. We got a Protoss, we got a Zerg, and we got a Terran. So they shape it up beautifully here at the top. Yeah.
And yeah, this is kind of what I expected. Right away, they're getting rid of the less standard maps.
No balance winding at the top here. Yeah, the FSL does have a lot of Zergs flooding the top rankings, but when it comes to the top 3, at least we do have one of each.
You and I enjoy our random games, so...
Yeah, 100%. And after watching that HarOuz series, I'm definitely going to have to take that build from Game 2. That seemed very optimal, and yeah, I'll be watching that replay again.
Alright.
Alright, while they're doing that, I'm going to show the matchup, because it looks like they're taking a little bit of time on this, right?
They're picking things out little by little.
Show the spider chart for these guys.
Very strong players.
Yeah.
Alright, we're on our last veto right now.
So it looks like the only thing DarkMenace is lacking is a bit of creativity. I imagine he's just super strong, so super strong playing standard that he doesn't need to be creative. And then HarOuz, yeah, we saw that micro last game. He is very strong in micro and aggression, and yeah, macro and behind. Obviously, if your APM's in your micro and your aggression, your macro will suffer a little bit. But again, his macro is going to be good.
Tourmaline, White Rabbit, and possibly Old Republic.
Alright. I'm a huge fan of the Tourmaline pick. That's one of my favorite maps in this set.
Alright. Welcome back. A lot of the more out there maps immediately crossed out. We're going to be going in with some very high level play. Both of you have already taken on another very high level opponent with AntoineQ and Sopuli being eliminated. Is this a match you were expecting to see, I'm guessing, since the two of you tend to clash very close to the top?
I mean, I wasn't expecting it because I heard he was going to forfeit, but...
Oh! Protoss tricks there.
Yeah, he warped in at the last second. He got that warp gate IRL.
He was here all along. He was just cloaked.
It was an evil plan.
You could do it either way. I am curious though, because I know if one of you do make the finals, you do have the choice of a best of 5 or a best of 7. Any insight on what you would be choosing if you do move on from this match?
I would like the best of 5 to be honest.
Yeah.
But,
To be clear, if DarkMenace advances, he's not the challenger. It's a Chatomic. Chatomic's challenging for the championship.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's how we're doing it. I didn't know if since he was at the top, he was considered. So,
Yeah, I probably
beautiful.
should have made that clear. But either way, I mean, whoever makes a decision, 5 or 7, I don't know what their logic would
worries.
be, right? It's just the feel.
Yeah. Sounds good. HarOuz, you already got practice against a Zerg opponent, so DarkMenace, this is going to be your obviously first game against Protoss today because you just played a ZVZ. So I'm curious, do you like the ZVP matchup? I know most Zergs are not a fan of it, so just curious about your opinion on this matchup.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan. I think I'm like 40% against them this season, so it's not the best.
All
right. Well, we'll see how this matchup goes, I guess.
Exactly. We are going to be starting on Tourmaline, and I am very excited to see this. Both of you showing that you're in top form already.
All right. Good luck, have fun, players, and another Clash of the Titans coming up.
Us mere mortals can only watch in awe.
Alright, guys, why don't you give me your predictions before this starts?
Ooh. I'd favor DarkMenace a little bit. It's going to be very interesting to see how he deals with the Zealot run-bys and the Storm Tech. I'm not expecting either of them to give each other a lot of rest. I'm expecting there to constantly be damage being done in one worker line or another.
Yeah, I want to say it's going to be 2-1. My prediction is going to be on DarkMenace, but I think HarOuz is with how crispy his builds looked the last time. We're going to see him at least take a game. This will not be a 2-0.
Yeah. And as we've seen already, he has some surprises up his sleeve too.
Oh yeah.
So much of this is going to be just containing DarkMenace, trying to keep him from having creep and hatcheries all over half the map. It is very, very hard to slow DarkMenace down.
Yeah, his multitasking is what makes him a very, very strong player.
Alright, in the lower left, we have our reigning Codes champion, the Zerg in the pink. You know him, his name is... And in the upper right, the Protoss, wearing the red. He is...
Beautiful.
Alright, gateway going down. One thing I can't compliment HarOuz enough from the previous game was his early scouting. He was constantly posing a little bit of distraction, constantly keeping an eye on things, making sure he knew exactly when he had to go on the defensive, if at all.
Yeah, I noticed he also made the gateway with the first probe, not trying to go for like a hatchery block at the natural. At this level, Zergs really aren't going to allow you to do that unless you literally send out your probe instantly, and then you have to have another one build a pylon, so...
Remember the good old days when hatcheries cost 300 minerals? Actually, it wasn't all that long ago, but boy, it's amazing just how much more comfortable I feel as Zerg when I'm going out to take my first hatchery now.
Yeah, that was the big thing I noticed when I came back to StarCraft. I was like, wait a minute, the hatchery's 275, and then I was excited, and then I saw the queen cost 175, and I was like, that's where the money went.
The bill.
Yeah, the queens became more expensive.
Alright. DarkMenace again. This is something I've been noticing, but he takes his second Overlord creation a little bit later than most people I watch. Just very much has this whole thing very carefully timed out.
Well, he also knows that HarOuz can't really have any units on his side of the map, so he hasn't made a single ling yet. Now they just start up on the production tab, so he's going to get a lot of, I don't want to say a lot, but he's going to get a decent amount of extra money with not having those links out. But the one thing it does allow is HarOuz to block the third, but he does not get it blocked. He was able to get it down right on time. Talk about a game of
the later lings are what allows him to do the later overlord. That's what I'm seeing here. He does have his third down. That probe tried a little bit to get in the way, not too much. And yeah, just very much kind of the standard Oracle play that we're going to be seeing from HarOuz. HarOuz does like to go on the offensive with his early adapts and with that Oracle. He doesn't seem to want to. He doesn't seem to want to hold back and defend all that much. He really wants to just. Well, you know, they say that good offense is a good defense. And if your opponent has to do something about those adepts early on, Zerglings have to stay back there.
Yeah, and no spores yet, but the Oracle almost finished. The Lings can definitely stop this, and yeah, he's going to cancel that Shade, and he's going to be able to kill a couple of drones here.
Oh, look at that.
Definitely a little...
DarkMenace just in the wrong position there.
Yeah, and if this Oracle comes directly across the map, it's going to find some damage still, because there's still not a... There's spores being dropped, so he knows. And HarOuz moving over to his third, but hey, losing that many drones this early on, I believe it was 6 or 7?
7.
7, yeah, that's...
So he has to invest more larvae into drones and more money. So that's rough. That is really rough. His queen was a little bit out of position.
So even with the spores, if he target fires correctly, he can still get 3, maybe 4 drones before pulling away. Yeah.
Absolutely. And we saw from before,
HarOuz
is very good with the timing for that. If he feels he can't get any damage in, he'll just plop down a Revelation and then move away.
Well, yeah, he tried to get damage on the queen, but I like the pullback with DarkMenace. And having the second queen there definitely tells those oracles.
Well, here he is. He's going to check out the main base now.
Yep.
A lot of Zerglings coming across the map, though.
Oh, here we go. Let's see, does he pull away for the stasis?
Ward.
Wow.
Yeah, only got 1 drone, though. That was...
1 drone. That is really good micro.
Yeah, DarkMenace knowing exactly how far that stasis ward would reach.
And he's not going to be able to hold on to this. He's going to be able to get us around, and he's also trying to break in the front here with these Stalkers. That's the one thing about these Oracles not being at home. This could be very dangerous. He does have to recall them home. But
DarkMenace
is plugging the wall.
Letting the Zerglings up here.
Yeah. Oh, he gets him in! There wasn't a wall!
Oh.
This is going to be
and there they are, both in the main and the natural mineral lines right now.
We saw that hole wasn't there, and yeah, I mean, only 2 probes went down though. That's not as much damage as I thought. But the problem is
surprisingly quickly
over there, yeah. But it allowed him to drone behind it, allowed him to drop his 4th, allowed him to go up to lair. Like DarkMenace has spent every penny he has in his bank, so
it's allowing DarkMenace to play a little bit. And I mean, I was going to say worker catch-up, but he's actually at 62 workers to 51. So, yeah, despite that error early on with those adepts that we're able to get in, he is doing all right for himself, already putting down a 4th.
Yeah, both players were able to do a little bit of, I would say, damage to each other, allowing DarkMenace to hold down that drone key there. Definitely helped him. Because even looking at the units right now in the production tab, he does have a few lings on the production tab now, but he's just mainly able to hold down that drone key. And as a Zerg, that's exactly what you want to do.
Exactly. We call it droning up.
Yeah. Anytime I'm pressing the D key, I'm happy.
Batman!
Yeah, I think that's the key on my keyboard that like fades first, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, my A key is mostly, there's barely anything left on the top, but I do notice my D key is missing about the corner. Yeah. So I might be with you on that. Here come the Zerglings.
Yeah, they're going to be able to see that there's some High Templar here. Oh, if he gets sniped on the okay.
Yeah, right away, turning them into Archons. He does not want to risk losing completely with the gas investment.
Yeah. But he might be able to catch this Adept. No, he's just heading back. And here we go with the Oracles trying to kill the hatchery again.
We've seen this before. Yep. gets the cancel, and +1 attack just completed for HarOuz.
And he got the drone, so he wasn't able to cancel and redrop the drone instantly. And I believe there's yeah, he's got vision of everything, Observer on DarkMenace's side, so he can see exactly what's going on. But again, DarkMenace is going to have 4 full bases of saturation and his 5th on the way. So this is where like AntoineQ wasn't able to get his 5th online. I'm curious to see if DarkMenace is able to, because if you're able to get that 5th online, that's where the Zerg starts to take a lead over the Protoss.
In this map, it's a similar position for the 5th, but without destructible rocks behind it. And you'll notice DarkMenace Zergling at each of the expansions. He wants to know everything, and a bunch of Banelings are being morphed near the 3rd, as he sends in sort of a feint with Zerglings, triggers the safe support, and the Banelings, meanwhile, creeping up stealthily, rolling.
Boom! Big hit! Oh, that was a whole mineral line.
17 was the magic number there, just brilliantly posturing with his Zerglings over at the 4th, and then rolling them right into the 5th, like little bowling balls. It's like throwing multiple bowling balls to the pins, man.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about, DarkMenace. His ability to be able to do multiple things at one time. He poked into the 4th, got HarOuz's attention while the Banes were coming in. It was just literally perfect timing. And he's got little balls of units all around the map. Here comes another Baneling crash in. He's going to try to look at this base over here, but there's not going to be much here. But he will find a few probes. He's going to find 2 more right here. Oh, yeah. Let's see, but like even with this army, this isn't going to be able to fight with DarkMenace as, even with these storms. These storms are not going to be able to... They are doing pretty well though, don't get me wrong. But yeah, he's able to now start fighting.
Even when the storms aren't doing damage, they're limiting his opponent's ability to chase after it, you know?
Did he get the Archon?
Yeah, he got the recall. Excellent. Just barely got those Archons out of there.
And this is where the main contention is going to be. Can the Protoss keep his 4th base? If he cannot keep his 4th base, I think HarOuz is in a lot of trouble.
Yep. These forests right across the alley from each other.
And here come the reinforcements from both players. I think HarOuz is going to have just enough, but he's still going to take a lot of damage here.
DarkMenace is almost a 40 supply lead at the moment.
Yeah. So he pulls back, and yeah, he's going to be able to hold here for sure. This is just really high in StarCraft. DarkMenace taking his 6th and 7th at the same time. He is a very scary player.
Look at those probes running for the Banelings right there. Excellent warp in.
Yeah, very well done by HarOuz there to prevent another mineral line from dying for sure. And here comes some links. And the walls are...
Oh no.
This is
and just dividing them up between every mineral line.
Yeah. There's a reason he's the rating champ. Anyone who's watching, when he is playing StarCraft a lot, he is a very good player.
He can be menacing.
He is up 60 supply. Looking at the production tab, he's already got Adrenal done. He's got his Lurker upgrades. I didn't even notice he had started the Hive. He is so fast.
Little of everything, almost a 60 supply lead. And this is exactly what I was talking about. Every moment, there's units heading towards one of HarOuz's mineral lines.
Yep, and he's got another Zergling run by coming in. Will HarOuz be able to stop it? Oh, good.
Planning down.
But he finds the Immortal out in the open with these lanes. And yeah, look, he's attacking 3 different...
Oh, now they squeeze in.
Now they get in. Oh, no.
29, 31 workers dead.
There's a counterattack at the bottom, but I mean, you're hitting 1 base while DarkMenace is hitting 3 and
everywhere at once. Every moment he's in all places.
Taking out the main. Oh man, this is 33 probes to 89. Yeah, that is a
G. Oh no. That was unbelievable from DarkMenace there. As soon as he had that control, he was hitting everywhere all the time.
Yeah, HarOuz had a really good start. I think where things started to fall apart was when DarkMenace was able to get in with those few lings. Yeah, he only killed 2 probes, but it more importantly allowed him to replace those drones for sure. And yeah, it was it was just a DarkMenace-esque game.
Yeah, DarkMenace, what we're really seeing here, not just his ability to control the game, but the ability to regain control if something doesn't go his way. Just being able to catch up and make it look easy. So we are switching over to Europe.
Sounds good. Yeah, this
Next
is
map will be White Rabbit.
This is going to be it's just such high level StarCraft we see from these 3 guys, and I know for a fact that Chatomic practices a lot with AntoineQ.
Oh yeah, they are good buddies.
So if we do see that TBZ matchup, I think it'll be a banger for sure. All right, and map 2 was White Rabbit.
White Rabbits.
Okay.
So that match, we saw HarOuz go pretty much his standard thing, very similar to what he was doing earlier against AntoineQ. I'm curious if there's a different direction he's going to take things this match. DarkMenace is just so hard to trip up.
What I want to say from watching that, now mind you, I'm not on the level of these guys, but if I'm HarOuz and I just lost like that in a macro standard-ish game, I'm not letting the game get to that point at any time. I'm trying to do a early timing attack to put the pressure on DarkMenace's side of the map.
Go ahead and join the lobby.
Oh, sorry.
You've got things capitalized very strangely, so it looks more like Code, Deech, Amp. But I think I get the gist. Alright, DarkMenace says he is ready whenever. GLHF. HarOuz says go, go. We're gonna go. It is White Rabbit time right now, right here.
The StarCraft player's way of saying go. Every time after a pause, you don't just say go, you always have to say it twice.
Yeah. Now, never 3 times though, because then you're showing too much overtime. Or too much caffeine, too much Mountain Dew.
Too much APM wasted.
Exactly. Alright, we're getting right into it. In the upper right, up 1 map, we have the pink Zerg. We have
DarkMenace.
And in the lower left, we have the red Protoss, and he is
HarOuz.
so many players taking that hero portrait, just, because, boy, it's been a while since there's been a new one.
Yeah, for sure. As a Protoss player, who are you going to look up to at this point? It's definitely got to be Hero.
That or Max Packs, and it's, he likes to be off camera, so I believe Nicholas Chassois is the one who makes those. I think you'd have to use his imagination, that's all I'm saying.
You could just put a blank, shadow and just put a question mark on it, and that could be Max Pax for sure. Because I don't believe he's ever shown his face before.
No, he is the international man of mystery, and a Psystorm player still too. So I love it. All right, there we go. Just scouting things out again.
Yep, sees what he needs to see. Being annoying with this probe, messing with the workers a little bit.
And unlike some of the other Zerg players, you just very rarely, you're not going to expect a 12 pool from DarkMenace. He has what he's good at, he sticks to it, and he kills with it.
Mm-hmm. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
If it breaks your opponent, keep it.
So, yeah, it looks like he knows nothing's coming his way, so he's just able to force out a few more drones. Yeah, I'm definitely going to start doing this in my ZVPs.
We're all Cyril fans, man. But yeah, the Zerg players especially. And DarkMenace did confirm he does definitely enjoy watching Cyril play and learns a lot from him.
I'm more of a Rainer guy, but Cyril, there's no denying that Cyril is the GOAT.
Rainer's a lot of fun. Rogue has the results, but is just has a reputation of not being that fun to watch. But
yeah,
so, sometimes that's not what you're there for, right?
Of course. This pro, I think, yeah, he probably will check over at the third to make sure it's there and that he's not getting cheesed. But we're seeing a pretty similar open from both players. I wonder how DarkMenace adjusts to this to Adepts coming his way, because I don't think he'll lose 7 drones again to this.
Honestly,
so we'll
the
see.
initial 2 Adepts are something that HarOuz has been using a lot, and they haven't really done much each time. They've kept his opponent busy, they've let him see what his opponent's making, but the damage from the initial 2 Adepts has been minimal every time today.
I would have the 7 drones last game I would be super happy with, but yeah, definitely the other games against AntoineQ he did not get much, but this time he's being a lot safer with those Adepts. He did shade in though.
Oh, here we go.
He will find 2...
again though.
Yeah, this is not the
2 worker kills.
3
worker kills, okay.
So a little less than last game. So
yeah, he forced out a lot of Zerglings too, which is nice.
Yep.
In the end, I mean, this is an opening he's comfortable with, and even if he doesn't get a lot of damage done, he's already going to the next step.
Something I've also noticed about HarOuz is he doesn't send the first Oracle out. He always waits, and this time he skipped that part of the wall. I guess.
Yeah, I saw him
now he's making
this
it.
with Sopuli, just kind of waiting as long as he could. It's something I wish I had the confidence to do when I play as Zerg, Protoss against Zerg.
Not. My scouting
Right,
is not that. Going into the third, here we go.
Battery just about to complete. Oh, and the Adept does survive. Battery completing just in time.
And yeah, the Oracle stayed home this time.
That wall was actually open for just a moment.
Yeah, he does not want to allow those Lings in again this game. So definitely an adjustment from HarOuz. And I think we will see this Overlord die. I should supply block DarkMenace.
DarkMenace is already, he's already supply blocked, but that'll keep him there a little bit longer.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Moving in, got 2 more worker kills.
Oh,
he lost one of the Adept. You've got me doing it. One of the Oracles. Adept Oracle. Well, they both start with a vowel. Adeptical, the ultimate amalgam unit. Oh, are they gonna kill it? Oh, it barely escaped. That would have been really, really bad. But in the meantime, speaking of bad, yeah, we do have Zerglings trying to take out this Nexus. They are just starting at it.
Yeah, and these Adepts are having to deal with these as well, and the Lings are getting in, and they're going to start targeting probes. They realize they probably can't do it with the Oracle there, but yeah, this is all 2 probe kills, not the most, but...
That's what I love about the Oracle Open against Zerg. You can use it offensively, yes, but where they really gain their value is being able to help you get your 3rd base up at a earlier time than you can, honestly, in most of the other matchups.
Yeah. We are still seeing a very similar game as Game 1. Looking at the unit count, though, this game HarOuz has been able to take that 3rd a lot safer, a lot earlier, so he's pretty even on the worker count.
Exactly. Alright. Oracle being used against a creep tumor or 2.
Just say no to creep.
Neat thing about Oracles, they're little floating Swiss Army knives. So there's different things you can do depending on the situation. But the big thing is you just want to keep them alive, keep their value coming, because they contribute so much in any situation.
Oh yeah, Revelations can be huge if, you need them late game against Lurkers and you don't have any observers. Stasises are really, really annoying.
I love Stasis against Ling Run Buzz.
Now, from what I used to remember is the Stasises would stop your workers and you would have to re-click your workers on the mineral line, but I believe they took that out because I've noticed that when I get stasis with my workers now, I don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah, I think that was quite a while ago, but
Yeah.
obviously StarCraft II has been around for almost 26 years. I mean, almost 16 years. Sorry, not 26, 16. So it's been well established. I'm very curious.
These two lanes being as annoying as possible.
Oh yeah, yeah, right away. It's like, oh,
you walked away.
Did he even get a cancel on this? I don't think he
don't
quite get a cancel,
so.
but this is still.
Yeah, but see, this is gonna tell DarkMenace something. He's starting to bring more units up from multiple different fronts. So if he wants, he can push and try to contest this fourth. Oh no, the Banes. Oh wait, they see it. He does see the Banes, and yeah, he clicks on them. And able to clean them up, but here we go. Lings in against the probes again. Just
eliminate them just before they spawn, but every time you're blocking a punch with the right, there's a roundhouse kick coming from the left.
Yeah, and he's got his 5th on the way, but again, as Protoss 4-based against 5 for you, you're okay with that. You're not ahead, you're not behind, you're in that comfort zone.
DarkMenace getting his Hydralisks out. The Hydralisks were what really was turning the tide last game, and managed to just keep things rolling. Lurker down is on the way. HarOuz has +1 attack, +2 being researched. And
yeah,
DarkMenace only just started.
He's got the hive on the way to get those lurker upgrades. And oh, he learned! He's like, no, you're not, this isn't happening.
Oh my god.
Finding these holes to try to
in between the bases. It
and
doesn't
here we go,
take a lot.
push out from HarOuz.
Alright, well, we'll see what happens with those Banelings, but in the meantime, he's got plenty of storms
oh, no. Here
ready to go here.
Does he see him? He doesn't see him, not again!
No! 8 kills right
But he should be able to do a lot of damage to this 5th, and he gets a full surround on that Queen. Let's see how well he can defend this.
And storms against those Hydralisks, just the zoning opportunities here.
Zoning him away, but he's also able to kill a lot of the frontal units that High Templars need. He's going to lose all the High Templars.
DarkMenace just showing excellent justice here. Never having the Hydralisks under there for long, but the Hydralisks do go down.
Yeah.
Few Zerglings here that are in stasis. More on the way.
Yeah, he's going to be able to try to prevent this from going down. He's targeting down that Archon, targeting down the Immortals.
Zerglings are kind of getting blood in there. However, they do their job. They finish clean up. Here come a bunch more Zealots, though.
He was able to clean up the 2 Immortals, but hey, this is much better from HarOuz this game. He's going to be able to get a kill on that 5th, but he also has to be careful of the Lurkers being morphed in, because they already have their upgrades on the way, too. And that's where it's going to get
ready to counter them, and that means also making sure that he's got some more storms coming after he sacrificed those Templar.
Yeah.
Heavy on the Zealots, though.
Much better. He's taken out the 5th. DarkMenace trying to take another 5th. Maybe probably going to try to drop another hatchery, go up to 6. But yeah, at the moment, he's getting all his like late game upgrades. That's the scary thing for the Protoss. Is he's going to have seismic spines. I imagine he's going to be pushing towards the other lurker upgrade, and if he get those lurkers into like a sieging position, it is so hard to break for the Protoss.
Alright, Zergling's going for 3rd again.
Oh man, and there's
those
nothing
shield
here.
batteries, very handy.
Yeah, and these Lings see this army up on the top right. Whoa, there's 3 Immortals up there. This is a multi-prong from HarOuz.
Right, this is now it's HarOuz's turn to hit from multiple sides at once.
Yeah. But he hasn't shown his lurkers yet. He's keeping his lurkers on top of that ramp. And oh, beautiful storms. And all of those units just ran into the lurker.
Yep. Still, a lot of damage being done at HarOuz's 3rd. He does clean it up now.
Oh, there we go. Jump on top the High Templars again, and he gets all of them.
The Hydralisk with that lunge ability.
Yeah,
it is a difficult ability to really get the hang of. But there are some wonderful things you can do. Getting away from storms, swinging in and sniping things.
Oh, and
that lurker did not get a chest to burrow.
Yep, there's the Oracle using its Revelation, and he takes down 2 lurkers for that.
Alright. Both of them very much trading blows.
Oh, now he's going to lose Immortal? No, he saved it. Nice recall from HarOuz.
These, recalls just aren't as fun if they aren't very heart attack inducing.
There is 8 lurkers on the production tab for DarkMenace. If HarOuz is going to have to be on the map and not let these lurkers get burrowed into a good spot, because if they do, that's where it's going to be very hard for him to do anything.
HarOuz has done a great job of forcing DarkMenace to keep his units back home for the most part, but every time there are at least sunlings going on, and they are on top of these probes right now.
And he pulls HarOuz back home with his army, so this is going to allow him to get more and more army out. It's allowing him to take a 6 behind it, and I think we're going to start seeing these lurkers get into a siegey position to prevent this 5th from HarOuz.
I think HarOuz's answer to the lurkers is going to be Tempest again.
Oh, here we go. The lurkers get burrowed though. This is going to be a lot of damage!
Yeah. Alright.
Oh, and the bait's coming from the back!
Ooh, yeah. Immortals have something to say about that, because it's still a lot of...
He's lost every High Templar, so no more Storm. But these are very, very good Storms. Like, he has to move these lurkers forward.
Right.
And there's the Revelation.
Each time he has to replace the Templar entirely. You know, I don't think there's been a single fight where the Templar haven't either been killed or forced to be turned into Archons. He is getting right on top of this hatchery, and it is going to go down before he can blink.
Yeah, he's going to kill it. He doesn't have as many lurkers this time, and HarOuz is taking the supply lead, so he's taking really good fights.
His heart has to be beating right now. He knows that he is in a good position, but at any moment this could potentially flip if DarkMenace manages to sneak something through. You see now, he does have cannons spread around his bases.
He's going to be able to click these Banes in, and he's getting the upgrades. But these Tempests are going to be very hard to deal with for DarkMenace.
Exactly.
Oh no, does he see the Banes?
DarkMenace just constantly finding these little blind areas here. Ouch!
8 and 16.
And 16. Yikes.
And here we go again. HarOuz separating his army. Now I wonder if he's going to be able to get any lurkers in position to defend this 5th, I would call it, or 4th, I guess.
It is tricky. Lurkers, of course, being a lot less mobile than those Ling Banes.
Yeah, but here we go. He's moving them in. He's going to be able to get
those Archons absorbed quite a few Banes there.
Huge connection.
Immortals pounding around.
Yeah, but this is a full surround with these Lings. They're going to be able to shoot through all these. And he shows the Tempest now, so...
Well, even before he showed it, the Spire was on the way.
Yep, there's the Spire.
Just doing a great job catching those Immortals. And again, DarkMenace in a supply lead.
Yeah, he definitely took the supply lead back. HarOuz was up a good bit. Oh man, he found some morphing in High Templars, but they instantly go to Archons. Not trying to deal with those Lings.
And then, yep, quite a few changelings hanging around in their Zealot disguises. 3-2-1, plus, for the upgrades for HarOuz, plus a +1 air attack, and then 2-2 melee for his opponent. Bunch of Corruptors being
moving
made.
out those probes. Yeah, he knows he needs to try to take out these Tempests.
Right, but DarkMenace also knows that those Corruptors are going to be dead weight if his opponent doesn't keep investing in Tempest. So
True.
It's a very tough judgment call.
How many Tempests do we have here? It looks like 6, so 6 Tempests.
We have, yep, nice clean 6. Changelings just kind of getting in the way.
He's trying to take down this hatchery. It's going to be killed, not canceled. And oh, that's a big connection on
He does not actually have the seismic upgrade. He does not do extra damage against buildings. Yeah, those great storms. The Hydra doing a great job lunging in.
Yeah, he's going to be able to get on top of all of these Tempests, and he's going to be able to clean up HarOuz's whole army. And now he's going to be able to push too. We got 2 carriers on the way. We got more storms coming behind. This is what I'm scared about this point. If he can get lurkers down here, or kill these High Templars before any more storms come out, it is going to be very hard for HarOuz to hold this position.
Now the Corruptors without much to do with themselves. Those Hydras more than pulling their weight.
Nuts on this base, and oh, he's spitting on the base. Not going to say what Duplio
would say.
Yeah.
Carrier transition is such a vulnerable time for Protoss. It requires so much investment, and even when the first 2 carriers pop, they still have to start building interceptors as well.
Yeah, these are very weak corruptors, so that's the only good thing for HarOuz with them. But yeah, it's going to be very hard for him to keep holding on here, losing that 5th base. He's just not going to have the
Just able to take out one Hydrolist with that storm.
The corruptors are free.
Bruce has quite a... He's got minerals in the bank, but not much being made right now.
Well, the gas is the problem right now.
Yeah.
As a Protoss player,
Absolutely.
like, you have very expensive gas units, and yeah, you can morph in a bunch of Zealots. They don't cost any gas, but into the comp that DarkMenace has, you're not going to want to...
Zealot versus Lurker, not a great thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, very brief moment where we get to relax.
Yeah.
No action going on here. Yeah, HarOuz not able to keep the carriers coming. And as they say, 2 carriers is not a scary thing.
No. They're yeah.
You gotta have at least 4.
They have total of 16 interceptors that they will just get melted.
They go down
right
very
away.
quickly to Hydralisks.
Yeah.
This might actually be HarOuz's last attempt to do something. DarkMenace just building on that supply very quickly.
Yep, and he just has a 3,000 gas bank, so at any point in time, he's going to be able to morph in a bunch of lurkers if he chooses, but he's also attacking, and he got a kill at the 5th again, so this is the problem for HarOuz. He needs to take another base. His bases are bleeding out. Nothing in the...
I don't know if these upgrades are the right investment right now either, especially not the Eater upgrade. He needs to spend that on Army right now.
Yeah, he only has 8 mineral patches in the, well, not 8 patches, but
here we go.
11 of 8 and 17 of 14.
We are clashing on DarkMenace's territory. Those corruptors just chasing down the carriers.
I think we're going to see a GG here.
That was his last attempt, and he knows it.
Yeah, he's just running out of steam. He has no minerals in the main and natural. He's basically mining off 1 base. He does have 2 mining, but he's lost the mineral patches in 1. It's down to 8. He's got 30 of 8 on 1 and 17 of 8 on the other. He's just not able to keep up with the income that DarkMenace currently has. And he's trying to take another base, and DarkMenace sees it. He's no way he lets that happen. And yeah, we're going to see a 2-0 here unless DarkMenace unplugs his keyboard.
DarkMenace is going to be on top of any attempts of his opponents to expand, even sending the corruptors into the main.
Yep, and he's going to be able to cancel that base. He's got everything he needs, and slowly
killing the main nexus so that his opponent can't, has all the less chrono.
Yep, and there goes the kill on that base. And yeah, he's running into the 4th at the same time. Yeah, there's a lot of cannons here, but I don't think it's going to matter. And into the other mining base. That's a really good storm, though. Like, he just killed a lot of lanes.
I mean, HarOuz still wants to see what he can get done.
Yeah, but he's got a giant wall of units outside of his natural, and they're just going to be flooding in.
DarkMenace eclipsing his supply by 100. DarkMenace, merciless. And definitely a much more competitive match this time, but GG!
Okay. What a series from DarkMenace, and big respect to HarOuz there. Like, that game could have went either way. That game 2 was just looking at the army supply chart going up and down and up and down and up and down. That was a very close game.
Alright, congratulations DarkMenace. HarOuz, rough first game, second game, you made so much out of that. Just gradually, DarkMenace able to claw his way back and proceed on to the finals. Congratulations to both of you on your performance there.
Thank you.
Yeah, what I found really impressive in game 1, you got 7 drone kills with those 2 adepts, and in game 2 of only 3, obviously that's still pretty decent. Anytime you're killing drones early for the Zerg in that game, but in game 2, you were able to adjust what you did to to get your third down safely and also start attacking DarkMenace's fourth base and trying to keep him off that fourth base, and you had quite a good few attacks over there. You were actually ahead by about 30 supply at one point, but I think what ultimately happened was DarkMenace was able to keep you off your fifth base, and your bases just started running out of minerals slowly, and you just weren't able to keep up with the Zerg economy in the late game. But both of you, super well played. The tech choices, everything, just there's a reason why you guys are at the top of the league, and you both showed it.
Thank you. I think for the first game, that map always I had a problem with that map, that I don't know where to build my fourth base. I should figure out where I should build the fourth base, because the fourth base is always like all of them are exposed. You know, like the one in front is the safest for me because it's very easy to reach from my main base, but it's still like very close to the opponent. But the other bases just feel like very far away, so I don't know what to do. How to go.
What you do next season? Vote against it in the map pool.
Yeah, exactly.
A quick question for HarOuz. In game 2, you killed the base on the bottom, on the right, and you had momentum. You had the army lead. You don't know this, of course. We do because we were watching everything, right? And you didn't move up with all your zealots, etc. There was only a few hydras on the high ground. He was morphing a couple of lurkers. I think if you had just gone up there, you would have ran him over at that point. But of course, you didn't see what you saw. Give me your thought process on that part, because I'm always curious. Where there's players like Sir Malagant, he is so aggressive, he'll go up there anyway. But there are players, Protoss players like you, that probably may play it safe. What is your thought process on that? And you know, how close you were to winning there?
Well, I felt that I was very close to win. I really thought that I was going to win the game, but then I lost all my army and immortals to the links in the
on the left side. Yeah, that's later. Yeah. That's later. But on the beginning side, on the right, you were ready to win, I think.
Yeah, but I didn't know what he had. So
it was super close. Like that was just a really impressive series. I honestly felt like I was watching pro play.
Yeah, the Zerglin reinforcements just barely managed to clean things up there. So
and DarkMenace, your ability to send in Baneling attacks at multiple bases, poke at the front so your Banelings don't get noticed running into a base. At every point in that game, there was always a little ball of Lings or Banes ready to hit where HarOuz wasn't, and it was just incredibly impressive to see.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Good job. We're gonna go to the finals. We'll take a break though, but nice job, guys. See you, HarOuz. Well played.
All right.
GG's guys.
You know what we should do while we're doing this? Let me add you guys back on camera. Is do some, you know, because they're preparing, right? They're still kind of getting ready. They probably, DarkMenace probably wants like 5-10 minutes to decompress.
Yeah, well.
Right? So let us, why don't we, what should we do here? Let's talk about the spider chart. Maybe we can get some people voting in. Let's give them 10 minutes. What do you guys think? And then let's do some spider chart voting. What do you guys think?
Your friendly neighborhood spider chart.
Yeah,
Sounds
but
good.
I'm gonna show the bracket really quick. Now that it's updated.
So we will see the reigning champion in the finals against Chatomic. They have played this season in the team league, but I know at that time DarkMenace was extremely busy with school, wasn't playing much StarCraft, and what KJ told me before is that DarkMenace is really likes the individual tournament, really likes to try to take that. So he definitely has his mind set on becoming, if I'm not mistaken, this would be maybe his 3rd or 4th championship in a row. So he definitely wants to get that #1 spot back.
Nothing scarier than the Zerg player with something to prove, let me tell you.
Yeah. And if you look at his all-time matches he's played, it's just, he's played almost... 200 matches in the
FSL in the
FSL.
beginning.
Yeah. So he's been here for a long time. He's been the final boss for a long time, and I really am glad to see him back in form, for sure.
I think early on it was mostly his brother Neutrophil that tended to, get the upper hand, but eventually he surpassed him big time.
Yeah, it's always you always gotta try to surpass your brother, for sure.
Yeah, I keep trying to get my sister to play StarCraft just so I can get better than her, but she wants none of it.
Well, hey, then that means you're technically better than her.
Yes, and she will give me a confused look and say, "Yeah, yes, you are."
Thanks. I'm better at painting my nails than you are.
I've got my doctorate, and you don't.
I got my doctorate in spreading creep.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Do we have?
Yeah. I'm having problems with the veto thing. I mean, the votes thing. So.
Yeah, no
need
worries.
to come back for a few minutes, but feel free to talk about whatever you want. Maybe the new season, get some players in. What your thoughts are for because this will close FSL season 10.
Yep.
Yeah,
we are planning on starting around, I guess, early May, mid-May. Last I talked. For those of you interested in joining, obviously it's the FSL League. We play usually teams now. There's at the moment 4 different teams. We play on Saturdays. Usually start around like noon EST.
One big thing we're looking into is dividing the matches between 2 days a week. So, like having one weeknight where we do some of the initial matchups for the two teams, then also just some show matches. So, beyond that, looking into kind of reviving our Patreon, trying out a lot of new tools, like this Map Veto web app was not here at the beginning of the season.
No, that definitely is. I do enjoy that veto system, so I don't keep getting put on post youth over and over again.
And then also just getting the media going. We got some cool new artwork. Lots of ways to show off the highlights and share them on social media. So it's been a really exciting time even outside of the matches. There's been a real way that the league has upped its game. As far as
Ladies
visibility,
and gentlemen,
as
we
far as
have a raid.
presentation.
Welcome viewers to SciStorm
the
and FSL.
the behind the scenes work of FSL is massive. The time people put in to try to make the league better and stuff like that. And like, if you're a player, like you might be in Gold League and you might be like, oh, I can't compete with these guys. We do have players that range all the way from silver all the way to low master. So you will be matched with people around your skill range. You won't be thrown into a match against DarkMenace.
Raid of 709. These guys are right in time for our big championship match, Kodas, DarkMenace versus Chatomic. So welcome. We're just getting a little bit of time while DarkMenace rests up after his previous matches, but this is a long-time reigning Kodas champion for our group, who's going to be defending his title.
Yep. For those of you who are new here and haven't been able to see it, Chatomic dethroned DarkMenace as the rank 1 player during the season. Very well done by him, but DarkMenace has been on a warpath to get his #1 rank back in this tournament. He's not messing around, and it's going to be a very interesting final with Chatomic against DarkMenace for sure, because last time they met, Chatomic did take it 0-2, but we also know that this is that was a not out of practice DarkMenace, so we are going to see a completely different series here, and it's going to be some very high level StarCraft.
Thank you for following this
DarkMenace previous matches
SciStorm
today
and
just
FSL
building
are
up
happy to have you.
very strongly and just hit.
I mean, he's been able to slay all the races. He's been able to take down a ZVZ, a ZVP, and the only thing standing in his way now is a ZVT. So he's definitely showing off his versatility in all the matchups.
Okay, well, should we get them into voice? I don't see DarkMenace in Discord at the moment, actually. No, he's right here with us.
Beautiful, yeah, he's ready to go.
All right, welcome Chatomic.
Hello.
So I guess the question I have for you is you've been waiting a long time for this. We started at the bottom of Code B. I want to say there was probably like 20, 25 players. You've been sitting at the end as sort of the final boss, we called you. And I know your practice partner is AntoineQ, so you do play a lot of TBZ. How are you feeling in the TBZ matchup?
Well, I'm feeling great, but I have a tendency to not play Ghost at all because I feel like it's easier to control your army if you don't have Ghost in your army. Although that is a big lack of utility against like Brood Lords, Ultras, Lurkers. So yeah.
Hey, well, you got to do what works for you. And there's something else I've seen this week is I've seen you in the FSL Discord in the open practice lobby for hours upon hours. So I imagine you've been practicing, polishing your builds for this, and are ready to go.
Actually, I've been playing some Protoss recently.
That's how confident you are, right? Not having to worry about the championship. You're like, it'll be easy. It'll be fine.
I mean, DarkMenace has shown some good performance lately, so
yeah,
I'm expecting
Can we get DarkMenace on camera?
Also, speaking of which, as KJ said, you are, even though you were at the end of the tournament, you are considered the challenger, with DarkMenace being the champion from last season. So have you decided on a best of 5 or a best of 7?
Probably best of 5, no? Best of 7 is gonna last 4 ages.
Yeah, I think best of 5 is gonna be just fine.
Sounds good to me.
Yep. Here, tell you what, let's separate you. Let's have you choose your maps.
Yeah, let's do the vetoes.
Alright.
As Hyper Turtle was saying, we got a brand new veto system, so we'll see the players choosing their vetoes in real time. KJ will bring that up on the stream, and yeah,
KJ and DarkMenace, if you could leave.
Need to.
Yeah, leave the current party. I created a new one.
Oh, I need to leave too, then. Whoops.
Yeah.
All right.
Keep an eye on what the first veto is going to be.
Oh wait, I'm not on the right server. We gotta jump back to. Wait, are we starting on America?
We're starting on Europe.
Barnacles, going back.
Hey, language, man, language.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know that.
Start the veto process. They know that, right?
I think so. Let me just make sure. It says waiting to start. Have you started the page? There you go. All right.
Thank you, sir. I'm really looking forward to this. So looking at the map pool.
Looking at the map pool, surprise, surprise, Mothership and Celestial Enclave were removed.
Yeah, there's I don't expect to ever see in a series, as I always say.
Not at the more serious ones, yes.
Yeah, Mothership is always a coin flip. Like I know in like StarCraft 1 and Broodlord, there's random spawns.
Wait, we have a problem with the veto system. This only vetoes. Tell them to restart because this is a best of 5, not a best of 3.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna start that over. Tell him,
no worries.
Just bring him in and just tell him that we had the wrong one created. And you're gonna have to give him the new links, okay?
Sounds good.
And they'll probably veto the same first map anyway.
Yeah, I don't see them changing. So all right, here we go. We got the best of 5 one selected now.
They got it now, right?
Yep. And for those of you who are here, we do a ranking system at the end of the game. If you thought one player played better in the macro, you can vote on it. Our bot Matheson will help you guide you through that, and it allows us to rank our players and helps with seeding and stuff like that for our seasons. And stuff like that. Because in this league, we try to keep it
show
fair.
the previous one, the HarOuz versus DarkMenace match. They can vote on the ones that watched that earlier, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So while they're vetoing this.
I don't think Chatomic has the new link. Does he know?
No, I just sent them new links.
Maybe I should pause it? Or he's good?
Yeah. I don't know. It's at 20 seconds, so I just want to make sure.
I'm gonna pause it until they're 100% ready. Are they good? Tell them to be ready to pick the...
Okay.
In the meantime, while they're doing that, we'll show the previous match results. The actual matchup from the last game.
Mm-hmm.
And they can vote on it now. You should put your own ratings too, guys. You too.
Yeah. Alright, for me, I'm still seeing admin starts the veto from manager.
Yeah, because I paused it. We can do that now if they're ready.
Okay.
They're ready? He's good?
Hopefully.
I created a new one, actually.
You made
Oh, beautiful.
So here, I'm just going to start it.
Yeah, you would only have like 2 or 3
So,
seconds to respond.
It's alright. Mothership's out, Celestial Enclave is out, surprise, surprise.
Yeah, what we expect. As I was talking before, Mothership is that coin flip map. You don't know where your opponent spawns, and in StarCraft II, a lot of us don't really like dealing with that, so we usually...
Yeah, well, they're trying to get some 4-player maps in, but we'll see. Alright, Amygdala is also out. KJM invited me to party in game.
Curious if we're gonna see like White Rabbit and Tourmaline again. I know.
Interesting. This is our first Terran we've seen today.
I know Terran's like 10,000 feet because you got that base in the middle that the Zerg eventually has to take, and if you get tanks sieged up on the far side, it definitely wrecks your mineral line. So we shall see. So, looks like Tourmaline's still open.
Yeah, 10,000 feet has been vetoed.
Yeah, DarkMenace did not want to deal with that. So here we go. So we're going to have these 5
Game
maps.
1, Old Republic.
Okay. Now Chatomic will be picking map 2.
Alcyone.
Okay. I imagine we'll see a Tourmaline pick here. That is at least my guess.
Yep. Spot on.
Look at that. I know something.
Alright, Winter Madness. And Tato gets the last pick.
Alright. Really looking forward to this series. Especially with these two. Because these two have definitely been...
Alright, we're going to make interview a little bit quick. We're going to go in just a moment for our big Codes Championship.
We go EU first?
Yeah, we are all on EU right now.
Okay.
And then we will alternate each match.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we'll play more EU games because he's the higher seed, so...
Makes sense.
Alright. Anything we want to get out of the way, or should we just go to the battlefield?
Let's go, bro.
Alright, let's do it. Good luck to both of you. This should be a very interesting match.
Look forward to it. Good luck, players. Alright, this is what we've been waiting for. The end of our championship.
It all
Definitely
comes down
going
to this.
be hopefully a great series. It go to all 5 games.
Good luck. Have fun. Let's go.
Emphasis to fun.
Fun is what it's all about. Alright.
That's what we're
So
here
yeah,
for.
Old Republic, definitely a popular choice today. I feel like it's got a pretty good name in that it does kind of feel like the old-fashioned, here's what people like.
Well, this is like, this map, it's all about that fourth base. Like,
Yes,
which one you take, can you defend it? But let's get Dark Prayer introductions in.
In the upper right, we have our reigning Codas champion. He is the Zerg wearing the pink, and his name is...
And in the lower left, we have the Red Terran, our #1 seed. And he is...
Somebody call for an exterminator.
Alright. Getting off the standard start. I can only assume that we're going to be starting out with Hellions. And then,
Yeah,
I don't know.
sure.
I'm not sure whether Chatomic is going to be accompanying them with a Banshee or a Liberator, but he is very effective in that early play. DarkMenace probably trying to get to Roaches as soon as he can.
Yeah. Did we see? Well, that was obviously in the Protoss matchup, so yeah. I'm not sure if he's gonna go Lingbane or Roaches. I haven't seen him go Roaches. But he might, because obviously, either way, either tech choice you choose definitely works in this matchup.
Right. I mean, DarkMenace definitely prefers his Lingbane Hydra. That's definite. And then into Lurker, it's just a question of what's safest early on. Sometimes it's hard to tell. I mean, he definitely is able to get the queens out pretty quickly.
So we are seeing an SCV scout from Chatomic.
Oh,
so he is sending an SCV to the other side. He doesn't want to run into any shenanigans, and it's definitely easier to prevent the third from the Zerg having the SCV and the Reaper do it. So you don't really cost yourself much by sending one SCV to the other side.
Nope, just something to check around with. I'm curious whether, yeah, unlike against Protoss, DarkMenace does get one pair of Zerglings out right away.
Yeah, you got to prevent that Reaper from running havoc, because like you have about that 10 to 15 second window before your queens come out when the Reaper gets there. So, but he is sending his drone over to the third really early because he only made one set of links, so he should be able to get. Yeah, he gets it down really early. So, all right,
I love how optimized DarkMenace's openings are.
Yeah,
he does. Perfect example of someone who doesn't make what he doesn't need that instant.
He lost 2 lings, and then now here comes the queen. But hey, I'll take the 2 lings. He's got his third down, no delay. Not really taking much damage here.
Right. DarkMenace is always not even breaking a sweat just with the early defense. He's practiced this stuff so much.
So early
Factory just completed now.
Yep. So very early 3cc, no starport yet on the way, and yeah, you called it. Reactor Hellions on the way.
Oh yeah. Just generally the map control you can have with it. You can defend if you want to, otherwise your opponent has to react to it. They have to do something if you got Hellions near their workers.
So well, we'll see the choice from Chatomic is when this starport finishes, what does he make? That'll be the real choice. And what kind of I guess add-on he puts on his barracks as well, because it's a naked barracks still. I think after this Marine we'll see his choice. No, make it another Marine.
Yeah. I think one of the big notable things you already pointed out, just that very early high ground CC. So as you see, yeah, just 2 Hellions going out there. And so not investing very heavily in getting any damage done. And as you kind of yep. As you were sort of predicting, no Roach Warren. He is perfectly comfortable just defending with what he's got. The Queens, the Lings.
So we do see a Liberator on the way, so he will try to, get some damage with that. But watching how DarkMenace dealt with the stasis and the Oracles, I feel like he'll be able to take minimal damage from this Liberator.
Yeah, I mean, he knows what the big possibilities are, and he is going to account for them.
So there's Stem on the way. Lair already on the way. Looking at the unit count, having this early 3cc for Chatomic is definitely going to allow him to keep up in the worker game.
So he's keeping his Hellions and the Reaper there. Probably going to be moving them in once the Liberator starts to take position. Nope, here they are right now.
Yeah, and these queens are ready to go. They said, no, this path is closed. DarkMenace is going to move his lings to the other side, and here comes that Liberator. We'll see if he's able to get anything done. He was able to dodge the Overlords, I believe. So, I don't know.
That was pretty impressive, just having a good idea about where to
he's
expect
got
them.
the,
Yep.
And he's going to get a kill.
Crawler in place.
Yep. He got 4 drones.
Four
Okay,
drones, but the Liberator goes down.
Yep. Link's coming up to help this
Don't
queen.
get that queen.
Decent damage there. Yeah, just poking and prodding. We do see
Not bad.
Widow Mines. I wonder if he's just going to load them up in a drop.
I
No,
think
he's just
he
got them
is.
spread around at the moment, I guess, for,
At the moment.
defense. Yeah, but yeah, I do expect them to find their way into a
Right. I don't think those mines are going to stay brewing for too long.
DarkMenace cleaning out his rocks while he has the moment, taking his fourth base, and that's where we'll see our main point of contention coming up here in this game. Can he get that fourth base online?
Yeah, long walk over to it, but he's already got the creep, almost reaching it.
Yep, 1-1 started for Chatomic. The +1 attack will be there for DarkMenace, but he will be down in the Carapace upgrade.
No combat shields yet.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even notice that. That's
yet.
Yep, the Lings try to do some run-bys, and yeah, they
And the Lings burn for it.
Yeah. So, a few Lings for some information. There's the Baneling speed on the way.
Infestation Pit just about to complete
Very
for
early
DarkMenace.
Will he go for the early hive? I mean, yeah, why not? If you finish the Infestation Pit, go for it.
Going with very high tech very early on. I'm very curious.
He
what
does
his
see this
path
pushing
is
out,
going to
though,
be.
so he's gonna need to make a lot of units here. He's got 30 Lings, 6 Banes morphing in.
Yep.
So
Baneling speed
you're
still
very
ways off
scary.
right now.
Army, yeah, he's gonna be able to cancel this 5th, at least.
Yeah, combat shields
Whoa,
only
maybe
just
not.
starting now. There, the queens move away from the blast.
Oh my god, what a drag of mine. And yeah, he's gonna be able to clean all this
That
up.
one leg.
To run. Yeah. Oh,
Right.
okay, not a bad
Chatomic hails a cab and gets out of town.
Yeah. He knew that wasn't a fight that he could take, but
Yep. And that's the big thing, those snap judgments about when it's time to push and when it's time to leave.
yep. And a Spire on the way for DarkMenace, so 16 drones. Like once he pushed that attack back, he knew he could just hold down the drone key. He had the money to do it, so and he
Mineral
didn't
lines
take
are
much
very
damage
safe right now.
with his army, so he knows he didn't have to really replace it.
These guys are, what are they, high diamond, very low masters?
Yeah, I want to say Masters for sure.
Yeah, Masters 3,
yeah,
I
pretty
believe.
sure both of them have reached Masters 1.
Yeah, that.
Point now. They're
All
high
right.
level now.
I better hope
And
they're
here comes the
Masters.
drop.
I'll never make Diamond if that's the case, or low Diamond, whatever. High Diamond.
I've managed to peek into diamond here and there myself. It was fun while it lasted.
Yeah,
It's my
I
first
was
season of
looking
Diamond
at
too.
Chatomic. I think he's Masters 2 or 1 in Europe.
Oh wow.
And
So this drop's gonna come in at the top here. There's some queens
Yep.
here that could delay it, but yeah, he's gonna be able to find some damage though for sure. And here comes the stem. And yeah, the Lings are
Mines
dragging
away.
up as well, and the mines. Good mine connections, but more
Excellent
Lings.
hits.
Yeah,
Those shots
Chatomic
been
gonna
fired
get
down.
it.
Mines get cleaned up again. Killing some Lings here and there, but no drone damage at all.
Yeah, he's up to 88 drones, so he doesn't really need to hold down the drone key anymore. He's going to be able to just pump army. We see the infestors already out. I mean, it makes sense if you invested in that early infestation pit. We will see the adrenal on the way. Yeah, DarkMenace definitely pecking up to the late game. Again, their upgrades are just so perfectly timed. He's keeping the attack upgrade even with Chatomic. He will be a little bit behind in the armor upgrade, but
And
with like
Ultralisk
adrenal
on
on
the
the
way.
way, yeah, the
At
Ultralisk.
least Ultralisk stuck. Okay, takes out
Another
one
fight
queen.
at the top. Oh, he's going to be able to get an
Hops right
army
back
down
in.
here. But DarkMenace is already in position. Here comes the
Not
burrows.
fine,
And he was able to kill the mines. Oh, this is a cleanup for DarkMenace. He was able to deal with that very well, but we're going to get a drop in the natural here.
Let's just see what that does. So far, it's been so rare that Chatomic has been able to actually have the economy. Ouch!
Yeah.
Medevac goes right down.
And with this happening, not taking any economical damage, you see DarkMenace is starting to build a bank. He may be behind in like a little bit of supply, but he's okay. He's got his Hydra Den with the upgrades coming. He's making Banes. He's just not taking any economical damage at the moment. So that's definitely helping him a lot.
So many tech choices available too. Ultra's armor is being researched.
Yeah, we're gonna see 2-2 finish here, so he'll have the armor upgrade for a little bit, but I also noticed that he doesn't have any siege tanks yet. There's one,
So
but let's see how this
no
goes.
Liberators, and as he said, no ghosts.
Yeah.
So might be
and the Corruptors are gonna clean up all of these medevacs. And yeah, all the medevacs go down, leaving the infantry naked here. But
everything's
really well.
undressed for you now.
Yeah.
But Fungal combined with Ultralisk Adrenaline, very scary thing to deal with.
Yeah, and he's been able to spread his creep. He's got a 6th on the way. He's just, again, he's got these little pockets of units just everywhere, ready to hit any base that comes up. And look, he's going to hit this 5th base.
Yeah, DarkMenace has mostly been on the defensive, but he's been building up and building up during that time.
Will he be able to stop the SCV?
I think he can stop the SCV. Not. There's that RNG people like to talk about, though.
Yeah.
Ooh, though.
Just
lift it up.
Now he sees there's some tanks coming in out for the tech choice, but we have run-by coming in the natural here. Oh, big mine hits!
Most of them got taken out, but he does manage to kill 8 SCVs and severely injure a lot of the others. That medevac actually going out there to heal them.
There's the +3 attack on the way for both of them, pretty much on even point. And DarkMenace is going to catch up in the armor upgrade here, because, yeah, he should definitely finish before this next fight.
I want to note, Chatomic, he has never scanned the main base, not once. He's never even had anything in the main, so he has no idea exactly what
Did
tech
these links
to
get
expect.
in? The links got in the natural.
They did.
There's a big fight here.
Right.
Oh!
There we go.
Yeah,
now he sees the Ultras.
Sees the Ultras, sees the tanks. Good Baneling shots, but I don't know if this is enough to break this tank.
Once those Ultras actually reach the tank.
Oh, the flanking Lings. Yeah, and the Lings are in the main. They killed 18 SCVs, being on top of the Terran production.
Yep. Just hopping on top of whatever they can.
DarkMenace is taking a supply lead, a significant supply lead, because he's also getting in on these reinforcements.
No Ultras left. He just keeps building Zerglings and Banelins.
Yep. And he's going to be able to take down this base, maybe?
The disrespect. Just drooling and drooling on that planetary, and he gets it.
So, Chatomic reset the 4 bases. This is the problem that HarOuz had. He wasn't able to take a 5th. DarkMenace is just relentless with these attacks. Once he gets up to his 5-6 bases, he does not let you take any more.
It is just so hard to prevent him from getting to that point, too. More Ultras are on the way.
Link running in.
2-2.
7 SCVs, 9. 10, yeah. Don't get me wrong, though. He still has 79 SCVs, which is great. It's just taking away Chatomic's like multitasking and fighting on the other side of the map. Oh, this is a big arm, big hole.
Forcing him to stay back home. Minimal Baneling hits, but that is a lot of injury. And his medevac so low on energy right now too.
Yeah, constantly training out units for resources. I would say at this point, DarkMenace has exactly what he needs. Just keep doing that. This is what Zergs love to do, and he's got pretty good creep spread.
Yep.
Is that
got a very good pathway to Chatomic's 4th base.
And he sees this one building, and yeah, that's not going to be long for the world. And he's doing it again.
Yeah, throwing down the repairs. Yeah, this time he is able to drive them away, but then the attack begins.
Big ball of Banes, and he drags the Lings on top of the tank. Oh, really good.
This is what I'm talking about. Throwing down the bungles on retreating units.
And he's killing all of these SCVs, repairing. He takes down the 5th base.
Takes down the PF.
Yep. And anytime you're able to kill a PF, it's really good. And there's
Even
no
if he's a
unit
Cyril
here.
fan playing a lot like Rainer, hey.
GG,
Nothing wrong
DarkMenace
with
takes
Rainer
game
either.
one.
He's gotten the World Championship before, and there we go.
Reigning champ takes first blood.
Alright, I mean, supply very close for most of that match. And also, Chatomic was able to keep the action on DarkMenace's side for a very big chunk of that too, but in the end, DarkMenace just gradually ran away with it. Alright, we are going to switch servers now.
Yeah, he didn't take much damage from the drop play and the attacks, and that allowed him to, you know, snowball into like a tech lead. And then once he started putting pressure on Chatomic's side with the Ling run bys, that's just where it became very comfortable for DarkMenace.
Alright. DarkMenace is requesting a couple of Mizias too.
Sure thing.
No worries.
Whatever he has to do, he can do it. We've got a little bit of time.
Alright, we'll be right back, guys.
Yep. Thank you everyone who's here in the chat.
Absolutely, we love having you, and our next season is going to be starting very soon with our team league.
Yep. So if anyone's interested, yeah, get in touch with Hyper Turtle. He can
And
get
tell
you
your
into
friends.
this league. Yeah, tell your friends. Always looking to grow. We get more and more people. We can grow the teams possibly. Yeah.
And even though we've got our Code S players doing this right now, we have a very wide range of skills.
Yeah, tons and tons and tons of skill levels. I think we literally go from silver to masters, and you will be grouped with players of your skill range, and you will, again, like for me, the example this season, I started around rank 30, and I was able to rank up to about rank 20. So there's room for growth and improvement. And if you're just one of those people that want to take it a little more casual, then you just play the people around your level.
I'm not sure if they can hear us right now or not, honestly.
Oh.
Still.
Oh, good. I'm practicing. I'm getting better. You've inspired me, Hyper Turtle.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I am loving the casting. I've missed this last few weeks.
I've missed you, buddy. Like, you're the first person I cast with. Oh, they can hear me. Awesome.
All right, good thing we didn't talk about what happened over the weekend then.
Yeah.
No, I'm
keep that for off stream. Good old time. Let me get in the party so I'm not delaying us. But yeah, that was incredible game one. Like, that's just such high action level of StarCraft there too. It's
and KJ, we need you on the North American server. And what's going on with DarkMenace's camera? Oh, he says
I think he's AFK
back anyway. We get everyone in party. By the way, next map will be Alcyone.
So was this Chatomic's pick, I imagine?
I imagine, but at this point, my head's blank.
Yeah, no worries.
Well, here,
I
I'll
don't
show
know
you
the
guys.
answer either.
I'll show it on screen.
Oh, great.
So it looks like... Oh, it doesn't tell me who picked game one.
Oh well, something to...
So I imagine Chatomic picked game one, but looking at it, it looks like DarkMenace had the last veto.
He looks good in front of a battle cruiser.
Yeah, let's just show their player card.
Really suits them. Sure.
Yeah, this is Chatomic had a really good season. He went, I believe, 5-1 in the team league, and as everyone knows, we were calling him the final boss this season because of how well he played. He plays at the top level. He's the G1 player. We separate our players by groups, and he was the Group 1 player for Angry Space Hares, and he definitely was one of their MVPs, in my opinion. When you have a strong player like him that you can throw out at any time and know he's going to take at least one map, then...
Alright, JMPZ, go ahead and join lobby. DarkMenace is ready to go.
Beautiful.
So we are getting into it. I love high-level TVZ, man.
Yeah, that hive behind DarkMenace in his picture, he definitely went for an early hive. So I wonder if Chatomic's going to maybe try to do something to prevent that, because we just learned that letting DarkMenace get to the tier 3 units can definitely not be a good thing for you.
even, I mean, he didn't even make that many Ultras, but just those few can make such a difference if your opponent doesn't have something to do, like, heavy single-hit damage to them.
Yep. Here we go. Getting into game 2.
Here we go.
You are watching.
Alright, everyone in chat, send these guys your love, send them your good vibes. It is all on the line right here. In the lower left, we have the orange Terran. He is
Somebody call for an exterminator.
And in the upper right, oh, sorry.
No, keep going.
We
Take it if
have
you got it.
the Pink Zerg, our reigning champion, up 1-0, and he is
DarkMenace.
This is different here. I see a drone very early. I don't know whether he smells cheese or whether this is going to get turned into a hatchery.
Oh, we might be seeing a proxy hatch here. He's got the minerals to do it.
It's not impossible, and DarkMenace has talked about how sometimes people feel he's being too predictable. He might have something to say about that low creativity score. Here we go.
Okay, so this, if he SCV scouts again, which I believe he will, because once he finishes this third, it seemed like he sent an SCV down to build the natural and send this one across. If he keeps the same scouting pattern. Yeah, this can definitely be very, very scary. So this is gonna.
And sometimes there's a judgment call, like just
be a
how
micro
many
test for
SCVs
sure.
to send over there.
Yep.
All right, and as you said, it's like, wait a moment, I don't remember that being there.
Yep.
And immediately,
right. Let's see how many he pulls. It's better to be safe than sorry in these situations if you don't know the exact.
There's just when it's that far away, there's just a lot of mining time you got to sacrifice. So
yeah. So
still,
5 SCVs.
I'm guessing Chatomic has dealt with this kind of thing before.
Yep.
Putting down that extra supply depot.
The Reaper's gonna pop out and start adding a little bit of DPS. He's not. There goes the Marine. So
is DarkMenace to cancel?
Going to finish it. No,
it is going to complete.
So
Spawning pool is just about done.
Yeah. So we should see maybe a few lings pop out of here and a queen. Let's see. Is he making the queen? No, I think he's just gonna sacrifice it. I think this is just trying to slow him down. It puts creep out in his opponent's natural, and it doesn't allow him to take the low ground expansion.
And takes away so much mining time too.
Yeah, you have 5 SCVs, so we're big
from the little broodlings.
Oh, the broodlings.
Oh,
and Lynx did come out.
Yeah.
So now this is gonna make Chatomic micro this Reaper around.
Can't deselect it for a moment right now.
Yep.
Alright, moves the mule away, moves it back. That's right. First thing you want to do with the mule, if it's that low, is just return cargo.
Very impressive by Chatomic there. Didn't overcommit. The bunkers, just, safety in case a bunch of lings were coming across.
He can get a 75% refund on that purchase.
Exactly, so it's just worth to do.
Right, high ground command center just about to land now. And now, after all that chaos, back to business as usual.
Yeah.
DarkMenace has his third, couple of Hellions just popping.
Looking at the production tab, third, pretty much finishing. Holding down the drone key at the moment. We do see some extra queens on the way on the production tab.
On the way, yes, but for a while, that hatchery was an investment he couldn't spend elsewhere, so that's why Chatomic wants to see if he can get something done.
Yeah, it takes a few pokes.
Yeah.
Find it impressive, DarkMenace with these pokes every single time with these 2 Hellions and 1 Reaper. It always seems like the damage is going onto the Hellions. He doesn't bother wasting the time on the Reaper.
Right, the Reaper gets to heal itself, while Hellions have to be healed by something else.
So
Dim already on the way though. That is interesting.
We do see the 4 Hellions trying to come through here, but yeah, they're not going to be able to break through. And that's going to be he pops it out, but yeah, it's running into a big ball of links. Not what you want. And he doesn't even get a shot. Oh, the surround. He sees this with his
Yep,
Overlord.
he's trying to
Oh.
surround. It is all about trying to line up the shot.
And this is a wall here. Yeah, he's going to be able to get all of this. Wow, that was very nice micro from DarkMenace. So we are seeing the roaches this game. We are not seeing the link
there's a
bait.
couple of Marines just out there all by themselves right now. They are going to
no.
be easy picking.
Yeah, this is snowballing very rough. He does have a Widow Mine. It will hit those two. But, oh, what? Oh, big shot! That was
like
a really good shot, yeah. So this will prevent this. Yeah, unfortunately for DarkMenace, he looked away for just a moment, and that allowed that second Widow Mine that he did not expect to explode on his lings, because if he still had 10 lings there,
yeah, he was very close to getting through that incomplete supply depot, and look at that. Not taking any chances. 4 Widow Mines all there, 2 Liberators.
Oh.
Now he's starting to make his 3rd CC into an orbital.
I do like this, for sure.
Alright.
Oh, he does see it, though, so DarkMenace should be prepared. He's already dropping 3 spores. He's probably going to... 4 spores. He's going to get him in good positions to knock this away.
There's a reason why he focused down that Overlord instead of moving along. He knew that DarkMenace was queued in right away.
Yep. So here we go. Oh man, he's gonna take a lot of wall damage on this. He's gonna have to
Big
run that
Queen
away.
party going on there.
Yep. It looks like the other one is targeted to go to... Well, he can choose between the 4th and the main at this point. But the other one's coming in, looking to find a gap.
Like, hey, remember me?
Yep. And yeah, he's gonna find this natural...
Immediately repositions the score. Not a second gap.
Yeah, but he's took it 4, 5, 6...
6 drones, 2 Liberators sacrificed though, so...
So 6 drones and a Queen for 2 libs.
Yeah. Seems easy enough to replace. He is taking his 3rd though. That did force his opponent's attention over there.
Yep. And we do have the +1 Carapace on the way. And again, it's like Chatomic starts his upgrade at the same time as DarkMenace, but DarkMenace is just only starting 1 upgrade at that time. He will start his attack upgrade, I imagine, very soon.
And here comes a quadruple mine drop. Let's see how prepared DarkMenace is.
Yeah. Let's see if he's watching this.
DarkMenace, a little bit preoccupied with the rocks.
Yep.
He wants as little distance between him and his opponent as possible.
Oh, these mines should be able to get in here. Let's see how much they can do, though.
Exactly, and how much he spreads them between the bases, too.
Yep, here we go. The mines get in.
All 4 of them right there.
So 4, 5, and 6. That's actually not too much damage. And the lings will clean all this
he put there.
Yeah, and he lost the medevac, so...
Oh, yeah, I didn't even notice that at first.
So yeah,
just very much doubling down on the mine tech here.
And here comes a massive ball of units, and I don't think he has enough to defend against this. Morphing in a bunch of Ravagers. He does have the Widow, 46 lings on the production tab. So if he catches this before these Widow Mines burrow, this is going to be very scary. And here we go.
His intention is just to keep these coming, to hit at multiple spots as well. The mines are not burrowed yet.
Yeah, and he's got so much on top of them. And a triple line. Yeah, this is going to be very hard for Chatomic to hold.
Just the target spreading in
any
so many different directions.
Yep. And he's going to take down all of these units. Oh, man.
Roaches and lings everywhere.
Yeah, this is going to be very hard for Chatomic to hold. I think we're about to see
23 workers. Yeah, no choice.
The supply, and there it is. 2-0 star for DarkMenace, and man, is he scary.
Yikes. Alright, back to Europe for our servers.
It's just super impressive for DarkMenace.
Well, he was able to just have an answer to everything that got thrown at him. Every time, yeah, he lost some drones, made sure that the cost for his opponent was more every time that he went after his worker lines.
You see him smiling in the background. He's got to be feeling good. He's playing really, really good StarCraft at the moment.
And KJ, we need you on the European server. There we go. And
Yeah,
you
yeah.
too.
Nice.
Tourmaline will be our next map.
Yeah, so if you guys remember, he got 2-0'd by a Chatomic during the season.
I remember.
He took a big lead in the early game. It seems to have fixed his early game defense.
Yeah, once he's fixed that early game defense, basically what we saw was a player that just didn't have much time to practice. And now we are seeing a practice DarkMenace, and yeah.
Isn't that
we
crazy,
are
though?
seeing
Like how practice like that just for, you get out of sync and it's a huge difference.
Yeah, I've always known DarkMenace was crazy, and that's why throughout the entire season I was always predicting, hey, DarkMenace is going to be great. But I didn't realize truly the difference he would have from not being able to practice. But I guess it's like riding a bike, and he's definitely riding that bike really well.
Well, you just got to get some miles in before the actual race. That's the deal.
Yeah, 100%. And this is Tourmaline, so I believe this is definitely more Zerg favored.
I believe definitely. I love it.
With it being a little more open, so for sure.
Yeah.
I'm happy to play on this map against Terran as a Zerg. If I'm not mistaken, last season, did DarkMenace win 3-0 in the Grand Finals as well?
I think we did, but it's been a while. And like I said, long weekend. I was sick at the beginning of the week. There was some other stuff I had to deal with. And yeah, 1 week ago, daughter's birthday and my anniversary with my wife. So,
nice.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
everything gone 10 days beyond that, or 7 days. Anyway, in the lower left, we have our pink Zerg up 2 maps. He's the reigning Code S champion. His name is
DarkMenace.
And in the upper right, down 0-2, looking to do a reverse sweep. He is the Red Terran, and he is...
Somebody call for an exterminator.
That's right. If he wants to take the championship, he has to win 3 games in a row. Starting right now. I gotta say, the mind play just didn't seem to pay off last time. I don't think he was expecting all those roaches.
So yeah, if we looked at game 1, pretty standard, tried a bunch of multi-prong attacks that DarkMenace was able to deal with. Game 2, the mines, the trying to harass the stuff with the double liberator, stuff like that didn't work. So I'm curious of what style Chatomic's going to come out with here.
He's going to have to figure out what he hasn't tried that would work.
Yeah, maybe early tank push? I don't know.
I mean, one thing he hasn't tried is really going heavy on the early Hellions. He's only, set a couple each time.
Yeah.
But, I mean, obviously that's something that DarkMenace has played plenty of.
Yeah, just the early Hellions getting caught last map. The Overlord vision was perfect for DarkMenace. And then basically everything that happened just snowballed into his favor. Very similar to map 1, but it was at a much more extreme
also
rate.
starting with that weird proxy hatchery.
Yeah.
It was,
it
wasn't one that he overinvested in. He knew it was going to go down, so he just went right back to where he was. So there was really not a lot that Chatomic could punish from there. And this is the FSL. This is just kind of casual league, but this is our big championship, so this is our highest level players right now.
Yep. And he says casual, but these players are masters, so they are very good.
Casual to me.
40, yeah, for sure. For us old guys.
Which is why I'm not usually matched up against either of these guys.
No. Alright, getting a little bit of damage here. The pullbacks on the lings, and there's the queen. So choosing to inject with the first inject on the queen. That's a really early lair.
Well, we've definitely seen DarkMenace fool around with upgrading his hatcheries a little early, but yeah, going for lair even before he takes the third.
I want to say maybe mutants? I don't know what else you would invest an early lair into.
I don't know.
I'm not on these guys.
I have not seen DarkMenace go mass Swarmhost before. I don't know. I mean, it might just be something involving a Nidus Worm. We're gonna have to see. But he is definitely mixing things up now.
Yeah, this is the third different build we see from DarkMenace. He is definitely feeling himself.
Well, when you're in the last matchup of the whole season, it's like, well, nothing I need to hide for another match, so...
True. Alright, here comes those Hellions we talked about. Let's see, what does he drop with this lair? Make me right, DarkMenace?
That is the question everyone's asking right now.
So
he is going Ling Speed.
Okay, maybe he changed it. But that's a very late Ling Speed. I'm curious if that was a mistake? Or no, just to get the earlier lair out.
I'm pretty sure that was so the gas could go towards the lair.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I mean, as long as you don't forget it later.
That's such a super early Hydra 10.
Ooh, we got
seeing
Blue
Flame come out. Yeah.
So,
we also see a
I guess he calls one of my predictions right. One of the things he hasn't tried is investing more in the Hellions early on.
Yeah. You seem to be the smart one.
You know, even a broken clock is right twice a day. that for those who have never heard that frame, that's from back when analog clocks were a thing, or clocks were a thing, and you didn't just look at your phone.
Yeah.
Back when watches were a thing.
When people buy expensive watches nowadays, I'm like, what are you doing?
It's jewelry, you know.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's a showpiece jewelry. It has no function anymore.
It's jewelry with a couple of little lines that move.
Maybe if you get stranded on a desert island.
I wonder, is Rolex Wi-Fi compatible these days? I'd have to assume it would be.
I would imagine. All right.
I'm wearing a Fitbit myself.
Upgrades.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely looks like Hydra is what he's going to be focusing on. That was why he was.
This is Mass Hellion, though. You called this.
Yeah.
This is going to be pretty scary to defend at first. DarkMenace sees it.
As long as they can get on top of the Hydra.
Yeah, but he's going to be able to take out a few of these beforehand. And what a block. Yeah, he's gonna get a lot of damage on these drones here, I believe. What a spread from DarkMenace. Getting blocked off. Yeah, this did 8 drones.
8? I mean, that ain't bad for mineral-only units.
Probably finish with
12
or 13.
12 is the magic number here, and just
but this
like
is
the number
11 Hydras, and they're gonna go right across the map, I bet.
Yeah, I mean, with how quickly he took that hive and those upgrades, you know he's going to be trying to take advantage of those Hydras right away.
He needs to get tanks out of that second factory, and he needs them now.
Yeah, I'm very
I think
curious
he's going
what his read on
Cyclones,
this whole
though.
situation is.
Cyclones might be okay, you can kite back, but if he gets a big ball of Hydra and Zerglings on top of you, it's going to be incredibly rough.
Right, and he's doing the weapons upgrade for the Cyclones.
Yeah. And we see DarkMenace is not remaking drones. He is going to be all in here.
Yeah,
he's going to
he
send all of
he
these
wants that
Hydras
Code
to
S title right now.
Yep. He's just going to pump out the units and be ready to go.
Yep.
He's gonna
just sending some initial lings in to see what's
going against.
see.
Yep.
And yeah, I don't know what this build is. I'm sure he got it from somewhere.
Yeah, these are very early Hydras.
Not the kind of thing you expect.
No. And again, I'm super scared for Chatomic here. If
now, the Hydras are light units, though. They do take extra damage from the blue flame, so it's going to be all about getting everything on top of the Hydras.
Widow Mine.
Wasted shot.
And yeah, here we go.
All right, a very mobile mech army right now.
This is going to be
Fly
very
depots
scary.
do go up.
And yeah, he is able to send the lings down here to start cleaning up these. Oh, this is rough.
It's going to be just like this.
He's going to lose
the
all of
these
these
so much more range.
units. Yeah. And then the micro, he's getting into the natural with another ball. He's killing the Cyclones as they pop out, and here come all the lings as well. He's up 40 supply now. Who cares if you took all that worker damage when you do it right back? Oh no. I don't see Chatomic tapping out. Yeah, I don't see him tapping out anytime soon, being the last
Well, he's
game.
going to at least try to get the siege tank out.
Yeah, he's going to do his best. And there's the siege tank.
Alright, here we go. 2 siege tanks. Hydras are already on top.
He got one. And then yeah, he's going to get the second one. And then yeah, he gets. That's it. Congrats to DarkMenace, back-to-back champion. What a
back.
Yeah, a lot of backs.
All right, DarkMenace, you have gotten that Codes championship again. We were talking about just how we kept mentioning that on your spider chart, your creativity rating is not as high as your others, and it seemed almost like you wanted to prove that wrong. With a proxy hatchery in Game 2 and a big Hydralisk all in Game 3. How you doing, man?
I mean, yeah, I feel good. I'm happy what I planned worked out.
Love it when a plan comes together, huh?
They were definitely well-played games for sure. I like the fact that all 3 games we basically saw different builds, different high-level play. I just think it came down to, just a little bit of things here and there, obviously. I think Game 1 definitely had a chance to swing the other way, but you definitely rushed up to those Tier 3 units really fast. Game 2, you just dealt with the multi-prong harass with the Widow Mines and the Liberators correctly. And then Game 3, Chatomic, you got a lot of damage done with those Hellions, but unfortunately, I don't believe you had any idea that those Hydras were going to be pushing to your side, and yeah, it just unfortunately, if you were able to defend there, you were up about 20 workers, but it definitely was going to be a really hard defense.
Yeah, I don't think I did as much damage with the alien in the early game. I probably killed like 8 to 10 drones.
12.
So
not bad, but just those secret Hydras, man. That was a very, very early lair.
Yeah, didn't see that. Should have went into the main, I think.
Yeah, I was wondering if your Reaper was going to be able to maybe jump up in the main and scout it, but yeah, you weren't able to see that early lair for sure. And then in Game 1, Hyper Turtle pointed it out. You never scanned the main. Obviously, I guess when you saw the Ultras on the map, you assumed he was on Hive, but yeah, that was another case where DarkMenace, I think, went for a very early Hive.
The moment I saw the Infestors, it is a natural composition. Like once you see the Infestor, you directly know that it is going to be Ultras, most likely.
Yeah, makes
sense. You play Bio Daddies.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, I was worried I was gonna lose Game 1 because I kind of got dominated when we did macro last time, the last 2 games we played.
Yeah, it was. We definitely saw a more practiced DarkMenace for sure. So it was nice to see, and just very high level of StarCraft from both of you today. So thank you for the very interesting games.
Yeah, and thank you to everyone who's been watching this. We got 188 left here, and check us out. I'm gonna post the FAQ link again, which also has a link to the to being able to apply if this is something you think would interest you. We have a very wide range of skill levels here, and not everyone lives up to that. But hey, everyone has fun here. Congratulations again, DarkMenace. See you next season.
So the chat's wondering, you both are Masters, correct? Masters 3, Master 2, Masters 1, like around that range?
Master 3, low Master.
Masters 3, okay. And DarkMenace, have you ever hit Grandmaster?
I'm actually Masters 1 right now.
Masters 1, okay. So there you go. So DarkMenace is a Masters 1 and Chatomic is Masters 3. So, and I know Chatomic, you're about 4,400 MMR?
Yeah, 40, 43, 40, 44, yeah. Between those two.
Well, the chat's saying how good you both were, so even though I know the series didn't go your way, Chatomic, you still played amazing.
You're still a very scary person.
Yeah, I think Europe is higher ranked than NA, right? So if you're Masters 2, you're Masters 1 in NA or something.
100%, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So
that's from what I noticed as well.
All right. Well, thank you very much, everyone. We're going to send you Steadfast's way, but there is more FSL goodness yet to come.
Yep.
See you guys.
Middle of May, I would assume. So everyone enjoy the off season, and hopefully we see some new faces in the season coming up. Again, I appreciate everything. All the players. KJ's done. Nucleo's not here today. He puts in a lot of time. Hyper Turtle puts in a lot of time, and it's been an incredibly fun Season 10. So happy to be a part of it, and we'll see you guys in Season 11.
GG.
You are watching FSL.
I think that went really well. Alright.